shop on the edge of town. Bottles bubbling, shades of brown. With a wink, he'll sell you dreams. Potion man's got magic schemes. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. Behind the counter his cauldron steams. A dash of hope, a pinch of dreams. He hums a tune as he brews the night, turning darkness into light. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. He'll fix your luck with a crimson brew, or sell a scroll to make skies blue. In his hands the world takes form, a potion to weather any storm. Late at night when the shop is dim, he whispers secrets to the wind. Potion man with his careful art, brewing wonder straight from the heart. Potion man with your reasonable price. Mixing spells and a pinch of spice. Magic scrolls if you're feeling bold. A wizard's heart, a story untold. Hey, hey,
Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings. And today, my friends, it's my birthday, precious. Alright, well, we're going to be continuing part 4 of our storytelling through the New Kingdoms of Harad. That is what our goal is today. I really am excited to get through more of the story and have some fun. But welcome everyone, and technically my birthday's tomorrow, but we're doing the birthday hangout and stream today, because I'm going to be going somewhere with my family tomorrow. But anyway, thank you for being here for that, too. I appreciate all the well wishes and nice comments you guys have given. So we are going to have a lot of fun today and be playing through some LOTRO. I also do not hear the game sounds on my end. Why can I not hear them? There they are. There they are. So anyway, we're going to have so much fun today, my friends. I'm really excited. I left the whole day open to do stuff and stream, and it's what I want to do for my birthday. I'm like, what do I want to do? Yeah, I want to do some voiceovers and play through the new campaign. So that's what we're doing today, my friends. Also, big thanks to all my kinship members. Said some nice stuff here for my right here in the Discord. Excuse me, the Discord and the kinship chant. A couple of you guys sent some nice messages in kinship as well. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. There it is. Thanks, guys. We'll have a lot of fun today, though. So, with that, we left off in chapter 15.9. A wizard in his natural environment talked to Inkanush, which is Gandalf, in the Haradrim's tongue. And that is what we're going to do right now. So, the music is way too loud, so we're going to turn that way down. This is always the thing with new areas. I notice that the music is always really, really loud. And I get it, because they're like, well, you can turn it down, so might as well just make it loud so people don't have the issue of not being able to hear it. But I just want to make sure this is balanced a little bit better for you guys. All right, there we go. All right. We'll do combat as 65. There we go. All right, we'll do that right about there with the stream. What's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Hello over there in Twitch. Nasty Hobbit. What's up? What's up? Happy birthday. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Potine. Hello, Potine. Happy birthday. Thank you in advance. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Super awesome. I won't be telling everyone through the whole stream that my birthday, oh, it's not the right date. Just at the beginning, for those who were here at the beginning. Everyone says happy birthday. That's great. This is when I'm hanging out and doing my basically birthday party here stream. Party stream. All right, so as we continue our story, we got through most of the story that I knew about in part 3 of this. So I kind of I condensed, I put together my birthday party stream and my series that I've been doing through the Kingdom of Harad, with our main character here, with my character Zollin. So we are going to continue the story today. I will do some voiceovers. I have been trying to get over a cold thing for like weeks and weeks and weeks. I took some antibiotic, took my vitamins, took everything like that. I'm doing it a lot better today, but it keeps like messing with my voice. So, which is not ideal when I'm Voice of the Rings. So I will do my best with voiceovers, but I'm not gonna be able to have like a crazy range on everything. So I'll just do a lot of narration reading instead of like trying to like match the exact timbre of their character, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just throw that out there ahead of time. Also, I need to check why this earbud is being a little weird. I think it might not be plugged in quite right. Sorry. Technical moment. Let's try. There we go. That's better. I want to check one other thing real quick here. You guys, the audio sounds good for you? Like game sounds and my voice? Just double checking that it's doing it through. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the happy birthday in YouTube there too, guys. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, Inkanush. Gandalf the White. Here he is. Let's talk with him.
I have not yet learned all that I sought by coming here, but I have confirmed one of my suspicions.
I have not yet learned all that I sought by coming here, But I have confirmed one of my suspicions, Zollin. It seems to my thinking that the Tharduth who lay hidden in Utagburg required 2 things to happen before they could trouble Middle-earth anew. First, they must pass beyond living memory of all who knew them, and that was accomplished by the death of Sauron. Second, the chambers in which they lay buried must be brought to the surface by geologic change, the movement of the earth, the diversion of the waters, and the alteration of rocks. So it was at Utenberg, and even my thought turned upon this matter. Could it happen elsewhere? I may have found part of the answer. We look here. Sweet. All right, here's part of the answer right here.
I have found part of the answer I sought. Look here.
Okay. We're gonna turn the music down even more there. Okay, we'll do that. The pages of the book, open book, are weathered and faded, but still legible. Would not have believed it, even if I ran so deep, had I not seen it for myself only months before. But the flow of the river was greatly diminished. By the 3rd day following the great tremors, it had shallowed to a trickle. My friend insists that the Usal and the Agal too will never flow again as they had, and even the lake of Idala is now cracked and dry basin. He named it Khazgala and Drywhelm, but the herdsmen insist that it is a name of ill omen, and the lake must return. I think they are both right and wrong. I believe the name is ill-stated, but the waters of the lake have gone forever. Were the great tremors of the Uzanzal a natural event, like the rising and settling of the sun, or the passing of the seasons? Or was it inflicted upon by the whim of the Gusati? What could we have done to incur such wrath and vengeance? My friend thinks that Surashhul or Ordak is somehow to blame for the Urashzal, for the drying of the rivers, has removed the last barrier to the northern progress of his armies. I say it must be happenstance, for the quakes were felt among the entirety of the moor. How could one man so change the face of the land, even one so ambitious as Hul? Alright, some background history there that Gandalf has found. Now read the other letters, collected knowledge. The sound was terrible and heard by all, but the devastation in the wake of the Urgazal was the worst of all, and it changed the face of the land. Cliffs crumbled, boundaries fell from the height, great chasms opened in the earth, allowed the whole of the Mer. Even the great northern gate of Djan cracked. So widespread were the effects of the tremors of the Urgazal. Cool.
The people of Murjala named it Urashzal, the Din of Stone.
The Din of Stone. It was a terrifying noise that could be heard all along the Ridge of Plenty, and its tremors changed the face of the land, opening great chasms, diverting the course of rivers, and drawing lakes to their very beds. This was the cause of the Great Dearth. The Great Dearth? There's an R. It's not death. The Great Dearth. Interesting. The Great Dearth that so affected much of Shag Naga. 120 years ago, the Hul of Ordak committed a terrible act of change with effects that would ripple throughout all of Shagana. His purpose was to open the way for his armies to conquer the lands to the north. But, as we saw at Utaburg, I fear this act cleared the way for even greater evils. Boy, is that true, though. Hold on, I need to redo my mic a little bit here. My boom stand. There. I want to be able to not be so far away from the camera. I fear this act created even greater evils. Now these ancient servants of Morgoth, these Tharduth, have broken loose from the enchantment that kept them preserved for thousands of years. And they stir again in the darkness beneath the earth. The Din of Stone revealed the hidden temple of Utaburg, in which the Tharduth slept. How many other such hidden places might it be revealed elsewhere in Shigana, Zollin? This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Like, they're really leading up to the story plot. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. Hello, guys. Welcome. Mandalorian. Will you play Battle for Middle-earth? Yes, I will be playing more Battle for Middle-earth this new year. Yes, to answer your question. Decory! Happy birthday, Zollin! Are you 11D1 today? Yes, exactly. Well, we dwarves keep our birthday a secret, but it's December 30th. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, 11D1. Yes, I'm looking really good, guys. I'm 111. Yeah, you know, Dunedain stuff going on. Flax Day, happy birthday. Thank you, man. Appreciate everyone on Twitch. Thanks, guys. All right. You hear angry approaching footsteps. Masuko of the Takar's Travelers, has arrived in a rage. Oh, it's this guy. Remember we talked to this guy, we made a comment about the wizard, and he didn't remember? That was in part 3 of our little series here. And he was all like, kind of angry about it in a weird way. So, let's go ahead and talk with him. Stand aside! The wizard will pay for his crimes! I have come to slay this evil creature, this Mithrandir! The wizard will die at my hands! Good luck with that. Moko's eyes, you see more rage than you see fear. Alright, calm down. You're not gonna get past me. Without warning, Mashers bursts into tears. Oh no. Gandalf, this guy's having some emotional problems. I'll talk with him. Alright, I cannot! He weeps, his body seized by tremendous, shuddering cries as his tears stream down his face. Friend of Ushar, how can one such as you befriend this monster? This is no man, he is a creature of death. I swore to slay him if that could be in my power, but... Masuko struggles. I can't say his name. I keep butchering it, sorry. It's Mashkanu. That's his name. Struggles to speak through the wrecking sobs. I was pierced by an arrow in the side, loosed from the hiding by green-gobbed men in the northern forest. Others of my company marched on the great city and fell during the fighting, but I retreated with others of the wounded of Mordor. From the shadows of the Black Gate, I witnessed as the armies of the West approached, and I saw the fightings end. So it was I witnessed the arrival of this man you defend, and heard his name spoken aloud by the men of Gondor. Mithrandir, they called him, and even from so far away I knew him for a wizard. Makashu's bloodshot eyes flare with anger, with fear. I watched as the wizard Mithrandir threw his arms into the air, and every earth rocked beneath his feet. The hour of doom, I heard him command over the tumult. In an answer to his spell, the mighty towers and ramparts of the Black Gate crumbled into dust. Whatever he looked, death came to his enemies, and those that could not escape perished. I fled, but... still, I can hear the terrible voice of the wizard and the death he caused. I swore to slay him, if ever I could, but now my sword arm freezes, and I am unable to carry out my vow. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of a other side of the story and not quite informed view from this Haradrim or guy here.
You are one of the theater players who worked to free Ulishar from captivity when he was held by the Ordechai.
And I know you from the recent performance, and from the stories he has told us of your company. Your name is Mashkanu, wardrobe master of Terkar's travelers, but no one is one thing alone. You were a soldier pressed into service, forced to fight for Sauron against the host of the West through the threat of falsehoods. You have been deceived again, Mashkanu, this time by your own eyes. It was no spell of mine that brought low the black gate of the Towers of the Teeth on the edge of Mordor. A great weapon of Sauron's was unmade, and it undoing heralded the destruction of all wrought despite his terrible power. Some who had been held spell-enslaved by the Dark Lord of Mordor threw themselves into the pits or fought desperately last stands. But many were of like kind, as you, Mashkanu, held in thrall not by enchantment, but by the fear or cruel commands from Ordok and their tales of horrible monsters from Gondor and the north. Know now the truth, my friend, and be healed, if such a thing can be possible. All right, cool. This is really awesome storytelling, by the way. Good job, Standing Stones. This is really cool. Very cool. Earmer Coins, what's up? Thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it, my friend. All right. You know, even though I keep my dwarven birthday a secret, and Zollin, technically Zollin is a secret because I don't remember where I put it. I do have a whole roleplay book for Zollin that I wrote up. Zollin was 18 when Smaug attacked Erebor. So if you want to do the math, I'll tell you that one. Be healed? I can never be healed, though my wounds have closed, and I once again speak with the words of Satagara has given to me, seeking praise and applause in coin. But so many of my friends returned from the northern, not from the northern forest, or the fields outside the great city, or the black gate of Mordor. We were told that gate could never fall, but fall it did, and the vast armies of Bar-Kush and Ordok with it. Makoshnus wipes his eyes. When I beheld the wizard Mithrandil earlier this day and learned he answered to the name Inkunush, I could not believe it. Inkunush, a figure of mischief and troublemaker, but in none of the legends is he cruel or destructive. It is a balm for my heart to learn that the devastation I beheld was not caused by the trickster spirit of myth, of whom I laughed in my youth, but was instead a final, cruel consequence of Baruch's evil. Alright, so he's kind of like figuring it out. He's realizing it wasn't Gandalf who did all those horrible things to his people. It was Sauron and the evil leaders of Haradrim who were basically telling them to fight against their will.
I would remain and speak with Mashkanu a little longer.
Zollin. Furthermore, my research is not complete. I must search for more information about the Uruk-Zal, the Den of Stone, within the Kalmal Hila, which is the library we're in. I believe you should continue without me on the western road as it climbs into An-Shuro. I will catch up with you when you and I have finished my studies in Zajana. But until I have done so, you must remain alert for the presence of Tharduth in Murgala. I spoke to Glorfindel of this possibility, my friend. He will be waiting for you in the Overgate outside the city. All right, thank you, Gandalf. Gandalf, don't turn your back on that guy. All right, Zollin being a guardian would not really totally be cool with roleplay, walking away and leaving Gandalf with a guy who just said he was going to kill him. But also, I would know Gandalf can handle himself, so I think it'll be fine. Gandalf might look like an old man, but he's not really an old man. He's a Meyer. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of the side quests like I said in part 3. I'm going to continue the main story. So we're going to go straight to Glorfindel. The only thing I will be doing is I will be picking up any quests that are like, they say the part quest, because they usually drop really good jewelry or gear for at least this base level stuff. Technically, I have everything upgraded except for the cloak is actually good too. I crafted, but there's a better cloak later, and there's also a better ring that will show up here pretty soon in the story. So I'm going to try to get to all of that. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but we're going to have fun today no matter what. My goal is to just chill and have fun with my birthday stream today. I have like a messed up throat, but maybe I can make it into Gollum. Be like, it's my birthday, precious. Not quite the Gollum voice, but not Andy Serkis at least. All right, Glorfindel and Ulashar wait for you at the busy gates. Is that what I said? By the over gates. Glorfindel, Zollin here.
These tidings are unsurprising.
I confess, I expected Inkunush to remain here in Sajana from the moment I set eyes upon Zalmal Kila, the library. He knew he would be there. Did he tell you about the Den of Stone? You tell Glorfindel that the wizards seemed certain that the Den of Stone may have revealed more vaults of the Tharduth in the Utenburg alone, and the Elf Lord nods. He is rarely wrong, Zollin. These enchanted servants of Morgoth needed two things to threaten Middle-earth in the present age. And Inkunush is correct. They may have both of these things in Mur-Gala. The end of their enchantment, and the access once again to the surface. We will take the road northwest as it climbs into En-Shuru, and keep watch for any sign of the Tharduth, or of their Utag warriors. Will Shar remain our guide on the road, or does he desire to remain in Sajana with the traveling players now that they are reunited? Let's see, Mr. Elfman.
I made a commitment to guide you on the road through Morjana, and I will not forsake that pledge.
Though mine is a bitter reunion with the Tarkan travelers, I will not most likely pleased to see them again. Even so, I made a commitment to guide you on the road to Murgala, and I will not forsake that pledge. Usman smiles. In any event, Satagara told me that they must also take the westward road in a few days. She has been hired to write a new play for the travelers to perform. It may be our paths will cross again.
Ansheru, the height of the sky, was once known for the loveliness of its eye forests and flowering meads.
But no longer. Now the plateau is parched and dry, and a cracked waste among the high peaks of Moor. If Inkunush is correct that other vaults of the Tharduth remain, this would seem to be a likely place for them. The road that runs from Sajana to Ansheru has a reputation for danger. We must remain alert for the brigands as we make our way through the northeast. Alright, sounds good. So we continue northeast, so we're going to go up and to the left. We're going to go into the next area, the third area. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Alright, I already have my speed boots on here, my horse. Hey, thank you guys. Thanks for the happy birthday, appreciate it. Harvarik. Is it, do you do the IK on the end? Is it Harfarik? Or is it Harfagik with the IK on the ends? That's the question. Thank you for the happy birthday, I appreciate it. Alright, so we are off. And I know someone's gonna ask this, but you're like, Zollin, is it hard that your birthday is smack between Christmas and New Year's? Yeah. But it does mean I get lots of fun stuff to do right in that week. Thank you, Alfred. All right, there's something suspicious about this signpost. It's sus. Checking signpost. Shouting defiantly, a brigand leaps out of hiding. Hurrah! How dare you, brigands? Back! Back! I'm gonna give him a fellowship maneuver. Take this! I forgot I'm not in DPS mode. This is going to take a moment, everyone. I'll have to switch. I feel like the combat sounds are really loud. There, we'll do my 50%. How's that? Is it still kind of loud? Let's do 40% combat sounds. There. Sound effects at 75. There we go. That sounds a little bit more at normal levels of volume there. Oh my gosh. I'm such a... He's done like no damage to me because I'm in tank mode, but... Where do you think you're going? You can't run away from me. Ha! Stagger! Take that! And that! And poke! And poke! Death by 1,000 needle cuts! Ah! You survived, but he may have allies. If you repair the signpost, you may save others. Yes, everyone don't go that way. Take the road. There we go. You've repaired the signpost, making the road more safe for travelers until that bad guy comes around the corner and breaks it again. All right. Let's switch gears here real quick and put on my DPS armor. All right, so we're gonna put on battle axe. There we go. Okay, and then it always glitches this out when I do this, so I'm gonna put on my little battle axe here. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna go into DPS. And this is gonna drive me crazy if I don't put something in this spot, so I'm just gonna put these here. There. All right. Continuing on. Guys, I got a new mount. Look, got a new snow-dusted draft steed. I like this one. It's pretty cool. Very shiny. All right, continuing on. And if you guys do have fun in this stream today, or if you want to give me a little birthday present, precious, don't forget to click the like button. Maybe even subscribe. It's free. It just takes a little bit of muscle power from your finger. I understand. That's a little... All right, I'm going to check out this city. So this is a new area we're exploring. Now, I should be double checking. Is my stream giving you guys full visual here? I sure am. Yes. Good, I didn't change anything. Just realized I'm like... I try to stream as high quality as I can get. Twitch will not let me stream past 1080 with a certain amount of bitrate. So my YouTube stream is going to look probably better than Twitch, but I think Twitch will probably still look pretty darn good. I got it as high as it possibly would let me stream it. But YouTube, I'm streaming at very high bitrate. So some people might not be able to run it at full quality when it's streaming, but later when it turns into a video, you should be able to because of buffering. But no matter what, it should look pretty darn good. Hopefully. That's my goal, at least. All right, here's a nice little town we can say hello to. Am I being chased still by a group of horrible flies? Run away! Leave me alone, you horrible flies! Kill them! Oh yes, it's great to have watchmen that'll attack flies for you. Quickly, get the fly swatters! All right,
Sarah's done, friend.
Yes. And I'm at your service and your family's, as always. She's like, what? Dwarven saying. My mom got me this for my birthday, too. It's pretty cool. It's like the Constitution. It's like a really nice stainless steel mug. And I just got, like, the flag and, like, Constitution We the People on there. I really like it. It's really nice. It's also got, like, a way you can drink with a straw, or you can remove the straw and close it, and then there's, like, a regular, like, pop-off spot. Really nice. Oh. Does a good job, too. It's, like, ridiculously cold inside with the ice, and there's no condensation, and the outside is, like, room temperature. It's, like, one of those really nice sealed ones with the stainless steel. It's such a weird effect that you can hold it, and it's, like, literally, like, room temperature, and, like, your hand is warm when you're holding it. No cold, no condensation. And then you drink out of it, and it's, like, ice cold. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's a nice mug. I like it. These guys need a tank? Wait, they need a tank? All tank? Alright, these guys need a tank for the daily. I'm gonna join them. World chat. If they have a spot for it, if they still need me. They might not need me. That's okay, because we'll continue our story. Intermission, guys! We're gonna go fight a giant stone monster man. Alright, back to my... Alright, quick intermission, everyone. Oh, almost clicked the wrong button there. We're gonna fight Stove real fast. It only takes like 2 minutes. Well, you know what? I forgot. I finished the quest and I never picked it back up. So I'm going to grab it real quick, just in case. I don't think I can finish it. You have to do 10 of them. Well, if I did it every day, I think that it goes to the 8th, I think. Something else ends on the 5th, but I think the Christmas stuff goes to the 8th. So I guess I could get it done again on this character. But I might as well grab it just in case, because... I kind of wish, this is a nice little side note, Standing Stones. You guys should add the built-in teleporters to let you go to the festival grounds, which I'm pretty sure they don't let you. Or do they? No, they do. I take it back. I take it back. They already did that. Good job, Standing Stones. Shh. And they're like, maybe you should check, Zollin. Yeah. I did. I checked. Let's see. Does she have the reset? There it is. This one. Wait. Maybe I do have it already. Hold on. Well, maybe you only can do it once. Oh, you might only be able to do it once per character. Because I don't see it here as a not. Wait.
I do not ask much of you.
Okay, so I think you only do it once. Oh, never mind. It's the other lady. The other lady drops it. It's this girl. She's the one that drops it. Maybe. Yeah, you only do it once. Okay, got it. Whoops. It was nice they waited though. Alright, now we kill a giant. I didn't realize it had a 30-day cooldown, so clearly designed to make you do it only one time on each character. But you can do it on each character, so. But that's okay, because I still want to get my daily stuff on this guy. Oh. Oh well, whatever, I'm not going back out again. My festival coins are maxed out, though. Oh well, maybe I'll get a good drop. You can still get good drops. Though I don't really need a tank gear. I have it all. So if I get the tank one, I'll probably just give it to one of them. It's alright. It'll be a fun fight to watch anyway, because I like this fight. I think it's very entertaining. This guy's over here being a stinker to the giant. And the giant goes, don't worry, I'll keep you safe. And sends him off into the unknown. Uh-oh. Somebody was not watching for the smashdown moment. He may have been crushed. Khazad, I'm in you! Baruch Khazad! Fight me, you monsters! I'm the one with 800,000 health. Kill me! Uh-oh, that one's on my friend. Get off that person. Wow, this is a easy over the head hit incoming. Dodging. I need to make sure I have aggro on this guy. And that one guy doesn't know that you have to dodge the I'm a flying dwarf. When dwarves fly, well, guess what? You're in luck. Dwarves do fly in this battle. Oh, reverse interrupt. Uh-oh, other interrupt. I don't have an interrupt up. Oh no. Over the hand hit, look out, dodge, dodge, dodge! Alright. Oh gosh. Alright. Oh, we're doing buffs? Break ranks, break ranks! That's my damage buff from Ogre. No windmill punch for you, sir. Oh, here they come. Oh, they're on my friends. Get off my friends! I'm very tanky, if you haven't noticed already. Watch out, he's gonna smash hit! Kill your own guys. He almost listened. All right, take that, giants! Ha! All right, sweet. Oh good, I forgot I get the Yule Festival coins though. So I did actually get yes, I got my Yule Festival coins. So that's good. Well, I should have. Yeah, I think I did. All right, well anyway, that was nice. We did it. Killed a giant. Thank you for the happy birthday, guys. What's up, everybody? There's like 10 of you that put happy birthday in there, by the way, on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you, everyone. Rin, Zeus, Zaya, I'm abbreviating all your names. Ik, Dread, Christopher, and Dance. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go back to storytelling. Let me go ahead and teleport back to where I was. Well, you know what? I didn't really think that one through, did I, when I teleported over here? That's okay. I know how to fix this. I know how to make this fast and a non-issue. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me just use my teleport here, and then I'll just take a fast travel to the spot I was. That'll be nice and fast. All right, well, there you go. There's that fight. So it's fun. I like that fight. I think it's a really fun fight. I think it's challenging on tier 2, but not too challenging. If you have someone, I'm not bragging, but if you have someone who knows what they're doing tanking, and has decent gear, it's not too bad. And then, you know, one good healer, and then everyone knows where it stands. That's all important. But you have that, it really makes that fight not very hard. Gadim is where we're supposed to go. I don't really need to go to that village that we stopped at right here, partway down the road. So I may just go to. I guess I have to jump to Zajana. Okay. We'll jump there first. I think I have to run along the road though, for the main chapter. So I might have to go to that village. Zajana is a beautiful city, by the way. It's definitely like, when I think Kingdoms of Harad, I just think this place. It's so
Coin,
cool.
fire, and comfort find you, outsider.
I want to go to this place. All right, there. We're back where we were a few minutes ago. We continue on in our storytelling. So, if you just joined the stream, or I mean, if you're watching this video later, you know. But if you just joined the stream, basically where we left off is we talked to Inkanush in the library, Gandalf, and he told us about these evils, these undead evils. I think they're supposed to be undead, but it's basically the really bad, scary guys that have been released basically into the world by Morgoth, and they are something has changed the landscape, caused earthquakes, and it drained rivers and lakes, and that was like the last defense they really had against these things from getting out of their tombs, because their enchantments have broken. So that's kind of where we're at in the storytelling. Again, you can always go back and watch the whole story read, because I enjoyed reading those. Those were fun.
Silver into gold.
I don't know.
Our village was once quiet, and when the goblins came from the north, they changed everything. Our feudal body were able to scout their camp. They are building catapults and gathering barrels.
So that's kill a bunch of goblins. We're not going to do these side quests because I don't need levels. I'm doing the story. And I do need reputation from these places, but so John, I'm already almost max level. But I might just come do these later.
Would you speak with a woman in need?
Well, I know a lot of you are needing this town, but we have a main story to do, yeah.
There is one goblin who leads the rest. I believe they call this one Lugadur.
There is one.
Worst.
He's the worst, guys. That goblin, the worst one.
The river betrays us. She has been a ready companion for years. And now
What a
she's
traitor.
abandoned us.
What a traitor. She's abandoned you too? That river is not cool, guys. That is not a cool river. Who does that, you know? All right. There is one quest that I really want to do, and it's this kid's quest. I know about it.
My tortoise is missing. Can you believe it? Would you help me find him?
Find it? Find him? I think the mean robbers took him yesterday. They stole everything, even Gleam Glam, huh? Okay. Will you help me get him back? My ma won't let me have a sword, and not even a wooden one. But if I did, I'd show those robbers what for. They'd be sorry for even looking at Glam. Will you help me get him back? Sure, child. I'll find your turtle. How hard could a turtle be to get, right?
I wonder if I might have a moment of your time, friend?
It's about a family.
Oh, hey, what's up? What's
Something
up,
quite
Dukari?
precious to me.
Are you on these quests too? Here. Or Dunuri. Is that, wait. I'd not be Dukari. Hold on. This is why we have time things. No, this is Wildbot Ross. Yes, hello. I saw Dur and immediately thought it was you, Dukari. It's Dur Nurid. Very cool. Good to see you, Wild Boss. All right, so we'll continue on. I'm debating on if we should do some of this during the stream right now. Really thin voice of the rings. Yeah, this is little child here. Gotta help him out. I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I have been recovering from a cold I have been trying to get rid of, and I think I'm most rid of it, but it kind of messed up my voice. So.
I wonder if I might have a moment of your time, friend?
I wonder if I might have
heirloom.
a moment of your time.
Precious to me.
Oh. I was walking, enjoying the sunrise yesterday, and when I came back, brigands had raided Shinjaka. That what's worse, they made off with my most prized possession, an heirloom shield. It's been in my family for generations. I know where the brigands are encamped. They call it the Hold of Jakhila. They think they are untouchable. They they can't be touched. That's what untouchable means, sir. Just throwing that out there. But you'll touch them, won't you? What? With your blade, or what have you, please? I really need your aid. Okay, this whole sentence is interesting. We're not gonna read into that sentence at all. All right. Yes, we will go beat them up and get back your heirloom shield, sir. All right. You know what? Maybe we will just kill. I don't know. I kind of want to do some of these quests, just because because they're all right next to each other anyway. They're like right next. Okay, tell you what. Why don't we just pick these up without reading them all completely? Except this one. What's this
The
one?
river betrays us.
I
She
wanna
has
hear
been
about
a
the river.
ready companion for years. And now she's abandoned us.
Nothing that we cannot fix, however. It is the Zani. They have gotten quite aggressive and moved into our favorite spots along the river. They feed on the same fish we hunt. I am a fisher, not a warrior. And even if I was, the Zijani are large and fierce. But you look like a fierce sort. Perhaps you could deal with the Zijani. That we may fish again in peace. They make their camp near the footed ponds of Sharagan Pata. What kind of name is that? Who names these places?
The fish are no longer biting. I know my skills haven't diminished. Must be the bait.
It must be the bait. It's not her fault. Yes, that's it. My lures, my techniques, all are masterful. But this bait, how can I catch tilapia from the white wrath with naught but worms? Look at them. They barely wiggle. They should dance across my fingers. This bait, the best bait is crab. Yes, that's what we need. Would you get me some crab meat, outsider? I know with the prowess you would return, and some fresh dill with which we shall cook all these fish. We will all wait in the fish up our weights. Oh my gosh, her words. I don't know what you're saying, woman. Okay, moving on. Zollin is very confused, but says, yes, I will go get you some crabs.
Forgive me. But would you speak with a woman in need?
I would. The woman appears to have a difficult time with scraps and bruises peeking out from behind her dusty cloths. She continues speaking in a busy-like manner. You appear to be a traveler. You are traveling westward. I am on an important errand on behalf of Dorward Azagaya. If you are going to Ansharu, might I accompany you? It is a perilous land, and I dare not travel alone. In fact, to tell you the truth, I had already joined a caravan that had not gotten far on the road before it was attacked. She looks like she might start just cry, but is able to compose herself after taking a deep breath. Despite this event, I must carry on. I will not return to Zijana in disgrace. Instead, I need to carry more capable travelers, companies, and you look quite capable indeed. If you would not mind traveling together, I will meet you at a place near the crossroads that I think would be a good spot for the rest for the night. I can show you on the map. Okay. I mean, to be fair, if you saw a dwarf with a battle axe the size of you and armor, body armor that's like a tower, yeah, I think that would probably give away that he's probably a pretty capable warrior.
There is one goblin who leads the rest. I believe they call this one Lugadur.
He is the worst, by far. Even if you destroy their weapons or war and defeat many of them, this Lakudor will still raid our village. He has no fear. He has a powerful lust for blood. I have seen men and goblins like him before. He wants for nothing but destruction. Defeat him, and we may yet see peace. The remaining goblins will scatter without their leader to guide them. May they scatter far from Hilan. Will you defeat him? Yes, I will, and I've done plenty of kills in Erdlewin, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles north. Well, pretty much thousands, actually, if we're doing the math correctly. I am a goblin hewer, some might say. Cleaver of goblins, goblin bane, goblin foe, goblin hewer. See these titles, sir? I'm your guy. Okay. There. Pulls up all titles of killing goblins in LOTRO. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Hey, AX, thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Alva Raven says, hi, mate, happy birthday. First met you during the Terraria streams. Oh, nice. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome. Well, welcome. I'm doing my best to do a voiceover stream here with a slightly messed up voice. But we're having fun anyway. I'm more reading narration here than doing the exact timbre of their voices.
What can I do for you?
But I'll do my best. There is something much to do in Sanchaka. We have been beset by raids recently, attacks from both west and east. I can scarcely catch my breath. There has been so much to do to organize and to vend our village, but our people have other needs as well. If you wish to be a service, speak with Altola, cause I don't know these names. Never mind, I don't know these people's names. Just on, each have concerns, and I wish to address, but with these attacks, I simply cannot. Will you aid them? Well, so what are you doing today? Well, I have to stand here in front of my hut. So you're busy. You can't go talk to your people in the town. Well, how else am I going to talk to adventurers when they show up? Okay, all right, okay. Let's stop it there.
Our village was once quiet, and when the goblins came from the north, it changed everything.
They said their raids parties to set alight our homes and terrorize our villages. We have but a few warriors to stand against them, and fewer by the day. You wish to help us? You look like someone who knows their way around a blade. Why is okay, yes, it's a blade, but it's an axe blade. It's not a sword. Defeat goblins of Gukros and send a message that they should move on from Kitchen or die where they stand. I like the sound of this. I'll take it. I'll take the job.
Our few able-bodied were able to scout their camp. They are building catapults and gathering barrels of hot tar.
Barrels of hot tar. We cannot stand against these weapons. We can repel the raiders with axes and bows, let alone these larger, more powerful, more foul weapons. But I believe in the greed they have given us an opening. They have been gathering barrels of black powder, no doubt for some putrid purpose. You mean like throwing explosives at your town? Yeah, probably. I suspect we can use their own weapons against them. If you set their black powder alight near their catapults, we can destroy both with one flame. Will you help us? Ooh, I like explosions.
As if the raiders were not enough, we have a camp of brigands to the west.
Did she say... Did you guys hear her line and you read this line right here? Let's do that again.
As if the raiders were not enough, we have a camp of brigands to the west.
I mean north. North. I meant north. Their raids. the voice line is different than the
As if the raiders were not enough,
I
we
caught
have
one,
a camp
guys.
of brigands to the west.
Question is it to the west or to the north? So if it's to the north, then it's whoever did the voice line did that wrong. If it's to the west, then this is just the wrong direction written in the quest. Their raids have become more frequent and more brazen. As they have seen no consequences, we have little choice. What a few warriors we have are protecting us from goblins, but these brigands only began more emboldened by the day. Strike them from their encampment to the north, as the hold of Jagil, it says north again. Innocent travelers and townsfolk are being harassed, robbed, and worse, mugged. Will you help us deal with these fiends? I'm gonna mug you. They're muggers. So... let's see. Protecting the Great Road. It is to the north. The voice line is wrong. The voice line is wrong. Anyway, thank you, Uri, for happy birthday. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the stream. What's up? Hi, voice. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, David. Appreciate it. You just got back to the game. And a server started. I didn't notice any lag even from Brazil. I've just played. Nice, David. I remember you being in the chat in the past. You've been here a long time ago, right? That's awesome. That's great to hear that you don't have any bad lag from Brazil. That's awesome. Now with the new servers I play on Glamdry, I've noticed a bit of lag. That's probably because my guess is, well, it depends, right, on the connections. I have a feeling it's probably because of the update 36 with the burglar update. That one really messed stuff up for a while, and they kind of fixed it up. And then recently with the new expansion, most things are running pretty nicely, all things considered, actually. But down here in the bottom right corner behind my camera, if you go over here, there's a raid area, and there's so many people there every day that has been glitching out quite a bit. And I'm curious if that has been affecting the whole server. It probably has. But I assume it'll just keep getting better and better, less and less. Because when the new 64-bit servers came out, we had like almost 6 months of just no lag. It was fantastic. Compared to the old 32-bit servers, it was such a blessing. And then we had a little bit of glitches from some of the updates that caused lag. But after they fixed the one update, it runs great again. But the new expansion came out, so they're having to kind of reset up, re-optimize things again. And they did make it very clear over the next year or two when they had the 64-bit servers like set up and they were done transferring people that they were going to really work on the optimization of things. That's how what they said, and that is what they've been doing, and we see the proofs in the pudding because it's been getting better and better and better. And I know they have a couple things they've been working on too, with like a type of like a bottleneck thing that was happening. Cordovan told me a couple months back when we had an interview, and they've worked on that a bit, and I can already see a big difference. But I have a feeling that's kind of what they're working on with the new server banks. Anyway, there's your little bit of tech information. We're going to continue on the stories here.
What can I do for you?
All right, so I just need to... I should have picked up her quest first, but I'm just going to continue all these.
Silver into gold.
Silver into gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold.
Khazad-Dum.
Silver and gold decorations. Let's see, where did it go? All right, so we have all these quests. Let's just take... we're just going to do these. I have time.
What can I do
We're going to have a
for
fun day today. Thank you for speaking with them. I trust you will see their needs fulfilled. And hopefully I won't have to do it. I mean, I can soon return to dealing with the mundane troubles as those. These troubles have recently far too exciting for me. Okay. All right, so actually these are not hard quests at all because they're literally in only 2 spots, so this should take less than like 25 minutes. If that. Because I am 160 already, and I have pretty decent gear, so. Now, I do not have DPS gear, so my crit is 13%, and my physical mastery is 123%. But we're on landscape. And my defenses are really good, so we should have no problem just kind of murdering things. Guys, look, it's a goblin pirate. What happened to my... Oh, I'm not in DPS, lol. I'm like, this doesn't look like the right step of my skills. My DPS will go up quite a bit when I switch. I get a lot more stats when I go into DPS, just naturally. So now if we look at our stats... My crit rating, oh, 16.4. That's not bad. Physical mastery, 156. Okay, that's not terrible for being in total DPS gear, actually. I take it back. All right. Oh, yeah, that's better. Much better damage. Ooh, ore. Never, never. We will never abandon ore. Or else we will die. I need ore to live, guys. It has elf essence in it, clearly. Like, you know. Oh, does anyone know what I'm referencing as a meme? By the way, fun fact: if you want to do one of the deeds and you're over level, what level is this deed? I guess it's 150. These caches. They're part of a deed you can do to find all the caches around. Alright, so this is the camp. It's a goblin berserker. Oh, there's the really mean guy. He told me that he's the worst. He said this goblin is the worst. Let's see if he really is the worst. Ready? I'm gonna surprise him. Surprise! He's like, rah, 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 what are you doing? Rah. And he's dead. The worst is dead. All right, so here's the goblin camp. And this is actually, like, ridiculously defended. What kind of... These goblins have, like, building a freaking empire. Okay, so... well, David, yes, there, thank you, by the way, Ro, for the happy birthday. David, to answer your question, so I have not been horribly having issues, but the other day we had a server-wide froze. Like, it was happening everywhere. So yes, I don't think it's probably, like, from where it moved, because I'm trying to think from where you are, like, ping shouldn't be really different. Because, like, the servers moved to... You're on the NA server, so it moved from New Jersey to Nevada. So, like, it went across from... Like it's still almost the same distance. In fact, I'm trying to think... I guess it would be a little farther if you're, like, technically, but that shouldn't... Yeah, you shouldn't see a big difference. For you. Distance-wise. From Brazil. But yeah, it's been a thing. Everyone has been feeling bits of lag here and there, depending on the day you play. It just depends, David, if you've had lag like every single time you've gotten on, because like most of the time I don't. But during the weekends and during big events, for Fridays and stuff, I've had lag. Yes. But I really do think that'll all be fixed and be better in a few weeks. So. I wouldn't freak about it too much. I tend to be a little wary on just like blanket statements ever when I say things, just because a lot of people make blanket statements about things like lag, and they don't explain exactly what they're saying. And I'm not saying you're doing it, just saying just in general. So I tried not to do that, because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, lag, it's always lagging. It's like, no, it's not always lagging. Maybe like 10% of the time we've had some really bad lag recently. But again, we kind of know why. There was like hundreds of people playing in one area with the new raid area. You know, things like that. It's like, we're testing the server here, okay? The new servers, the stuff. So, die, goblin scum! He's trying to run away from me. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Get back here. Oh, speaking of a little bit of lag, I got one right there. A little lag spike. But pretty much, I have not gotten horrible stuff. See what I got right there? That's about the worst I've gotten in the last week. Besides us doing an event the other day, and it was Friday night with our kinship, and it just froze where we all like weren't even able to move, and then the server reset and kicked everybody off. By the way, it ran great after the reset. So I do recommend, I think that they should just do more resets more often. But the problem is, and I'm not going to, you know, I don't know who are what people. I'm going to make an explosion right now, guys. I'm going to set this up. But I'll finish with this, okay? Basically, a lot of people, I would say that the majority of LOTRO community is awesome and very supportive, right, of things. There are definitely some who are a little bit complaining with lag, and I get it, right? And here's the thing you have to remember. This is not just a LOTRO thing. People make comments like, oh, it's just LOTRO that does this. Big companies won't do this. No. Big companies do it too. I have some friends that play World of Warcraft, for example, and they have constant problems like this as well, with glitches and things freaking out and just, you know, and other kinds of glitches too. It's not always lag things. It's just like catastrophic game bugs, right? And I know there's two who play League of Legends. They also have this. And they're the biggest game in the world yet. And somehow things still get under the devs' radar, right? And it's nothing against the devs, right? Of any of those games. It's just how it goes. But anyway, my point is, sometimes you hear people complain about lag almost too much. And then the moment everything is fixed, they never say how everything was running good 90% of the time. They only talk about when the bad stuff is happening. It's life. I tend to be a glass half full kind of guy. I don't really like to... I like to be realistic too, though. So I like to try to realize, okay, well, 95% of the time everything's great. 5% of the time, yeah, there's some real issues that they're working on, right? That really are annoying when they happen. That's how I feel about things, at least. But I guess to finish up, what I was going to say is, a lot of times the people that are complaining about lag are also the people who complain when everyone says, okay, well, let's do a reset every day at a certain time, right? And those same people are like, no, I don't want to be interrupted for 15 minutes with a server reset. That makes it kind of difficult. All right, that's all I'm going to say with that one. And again, that is a very, very small percentage. I don't even like to like lump anyone together. But my point is, there are some people. I don't know names. I don't know people. But there are some that are like that, you know. They complain about the lag, and then people go, well, we can fix it. Let's just do more server restarts. And then everyone's like, and those same people are like, but I don't want to lose 10 minutes of gameplay. It's like, realistically, there should probably be a reset every day, if not every 3 days, right, on the server instead of once a week. That's how I feel about it, because every time the reset happens, the game runs perfectly smoothly for like 3 or 4 days. Everything's great. So that's what they should do. That's my personal suggestion. And I think the few people who, you know, are upset because they, of course, remember, it's a North American server, so they're going to have to do the reset sometime early in the morning or middle of the night for North America, which would be a little hard for those maybe playing in another area or time zone. But again, you know, if it's a scheduled time that's always the same, everyone can plan their stuff around it, right? So it's like, I know people are like, oh, but what if I had a raid planned 2 hours before and we don't finish it in time and then the server restarts? I do get it. Like, I get it. But it would be really nice if maybe they just did 2 resets a week, or maybe 3, you know, try to fit 3 in. And then, you know, because it would definitely be nicer if we did that more often, because I think it would help make sure there's no issues. By the way, this server resets is not like just a thing LOTR does. It's like, oh, it's old-fashioned. I mean, that's a thing that WoW does too. And people just don't know League of Legends sort of rotates things when they reset stuff too. People just don't know this stuff, right? Behind the scenes, but it's more when there's more of a core chunk of servers like on LOTRO, it's more noticeable because there's only a few servers, right? Though our servers now are hugely populated, which is awesome. And keep in mind too, with LOTRO, the server has this game has a lot more players than people. They wouldn't have invested hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not in the million, of dollars into new server banks in Europe and America if they thought this game didn't have a big population. Just throwing that out there. Sure, it's not the population of League of Legends, the biggest game in the world, obviously. It's not the population of other huger MMOs, obviously. But it's not some minuscule tiny game, obviously. Everyone knows that who plays it, but I know it probably better than most, though, just because, you know, it's kind of my job. Since I do a lot of content creation with the game, and I talk to a lot of different groups of people. interesting. I thought I interrupted. He's like, I'm drowning! The goblin. Alright, last thing we need is something from right here, it says. What do I need to kill right here? It says something's right here. Taking down... There's a boss. Oh, there we go. I'll get you. Oh, will you now? Spin the wind. Like that. And that. And that. And that. There we go. What else do I need to do? Defeat Goblin. This guy? Goblin Watchman? You know, it's funny how fast you auto-attack with a bow as a guardian, though. They're pretty much useless for guardians. They're pretty much just there to pull aggro. Like, that's what the guardian bow is for. I think it would be kind of cool if they gave guardians a few bow abilities. Like, that would, like, work for a tank. You know? Like a bow ability that would be, like an aggro builder or something, right? Like it does a bleed that builds aggro over time or something, like a bow shot. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. All right, so we got to go deal with... We got to get some crabs for this guy, right? What is the axe you have on? Here you go. Good question, sir. It is the Replica Fabled Great Axe. I bought it from the... whatever her name's market is in Brie. It's the little market right here in Brie. I'll show you. It's this market right here. Lolly's Market, right? L-A-L-I-A. That market. That's where I got it. It's a pretty cool battle axe. It's huge and it's scary, and I like to kill enemy mobs with it. Take this. I'm getting attacked by a random marksman. Why would you attack a giant armored dwarf? Like, what is wrong with you? That guy is a death wish. Alright, so I need to collect, here's the crabs she wanted. She said this is the better bait, right? So we're going to kill these crabs for her real fast. And we're going to collect these plants. And I will answer any questions in the chat. Giant dwarf. Yes, Kevin. Yes. No oxymorons here. I am a giant dwarf. All right. Fresh dill. I want to have a nice little get a hot dog. Some dill and mustard. All right. Where is... Maybe we can have one of these guys. A Knickerbreaker. Have some Knickerbreaker legs with dill and mustard. Sounds disgusting. All right, we'll take that. So these are clearly freshwater crabs. All right. You know what? Hold on. I want to turn on something to make this a little faster. I have a movement speed buff I can have on. Let's turn this on, this run speed buff, just so I have a little bit more speed while I'm walking around here. Makes it just a wee bit more convenient for us to go faster. We really got to get back into the main story. I was really enjoying the main story, so we need to hurry up with these side quests. We're almost done. We just need to finish 2 more of these, get some more fresh dill from inside the... Let's see. Alright, there we go. Hello, freshwater pond crab. To the king! Nope. It's crazy. You know, I am excited. So something I'm going to try to do here on this channel is that as I'm getting all my guys up, I want to try to make more advanced guides. By the way, my tank guide for Guardians and my Redline Lore Master guide feel they're gonna work just as good from the new max level. I like was I'm gonna just ever so slightly bump the camera there. I'm a little bit more centered. But I'm gonna try to make more guides for all the other class trees. And I'm making guides based on class trees because pretty much in LOTRO, different trade trees are playing like a different class. I know it's not, but you pretty much have to learn how to play with that trade tree every single time. So that's what I'm kind of like gonna focus on. But I want to try to make. I made a guide video on it already, actually, on DPSing with a guard. But they're not meta at all to DPS with a guardian. I'm going to try to see if I can make my guardian with the right gear this new max level when we get it out. And I'm going to test some stuff and see how well I can get my guard to do damage. Because my main DPS is a Red Lord Master, which is, as we know, one of the most meta DPSs. LOTRO does a good job, though all classes are relevant in some way in one of their trees. I do like that about LOTRO. It's not like you can be like, oh, are there any classes that I just don't want to play because, they're just, just bad? It's like, not really. Pretty much every class has something good and helpful. And they can be good at it. And really what it comes down to is your knowledge of how to play that trait tree in that class. Because, and what you need to do to help your team. That's the challenge. Now, also, one thing that can be a little challenging, too, is LOTRO really encourages, with, like, rating, to pretty much have, like, one of each class. Like for the 6-man groups. You really want to have lots, because characters can, like, stack buffs. But a lot of times, if you're the same class, they will not stack. So that's why the game kind of encourages all the different classes. But what they've been doing with that, for that reason, is they've been, because, some people play one character, right? They don't have 4 or 5 alts, which is a good way to play. I totally think that's a legitimate way to play. I really focus everything in a Zollin, even though I have many alts for having other classes. Mainly, it's for my team. I just want to be able to be the guy that can fill the spot for the guild, the kinship, and like, oh, what do we need? Okay, I'll play that, right? That's why I have so many. Because, like, I love tanking with a guard. I do love it. Now, granted, I also love healing on my Rekeeper, and I love DPSing on my Lord Master. Okay, so those are about kind of my main 3 I've been doing for the last couple months. I do enjoy all of that. But I think that's the fun thing. It's really fun to kind of switch through and play different things, too. I'm distracting myself from my own conversation here. But, yeah, anyway, I want to make more guide videos. But I really want to get into trying to DPS and see if I can really make a guard do good damage in some way. I've been saying for a while that I'd love it if they would give DPS guards some buffs to make them viably strong in doing DPS. They are viable to have one, and I talked about it in my guide video because they do some very nice buffs for the whole raid too. It's just, from what I see, it's really hard without the perfect gear and doing everything perfectly to get them in a spot where they can do even like 80% of what like another physical melee DPS class can do, right? Now, granted, I feel like champions are kind of in the same spot, vice versa, because they do great DPS, but they don't really. They have a tank tree, but it's like they can't really tank. They're not really meta. I know there's some people that probably do it, but they're just not really meta to tank. So they're kind of in the same spot. So I feel like it would be cool if they made it where a champion could have the ability to tank a little bit better. Like they can. They definitely can. They have the ability to tank. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. They definitely can do it. They're just like not like the meta choice, right? Most times champions are so good at DPSing that people are like, well, we want you to DPS. But it would be kind of cool if they made it where it would be more acceptable in the meta to do a tank champion or a DPS guard. It's hard to balance that. So like I get it, right? Like I always try to put myself in the shoes of the developers and the people making the game and think about how it could be hard to balance without becoming like an issue, right? Come in again, bad heroes. These guys just don't even stand a chance against me. They're so low level. Oh, by the way, All right, so we're going back into storytelling now. Ready? Remember the turtle? Oh. You found Glain. He is quite large. Holy moly. That little child's turtle is the size of a mountain. Glain roars in appreciation, then begins to wander back. Oh my gosh, he's huge. I want this as a mount. Danny Stones, can I get a turtle mount? I want a big turtle mount. That'd be very cool. All right, well, that's a way bigger turtle than you probably were expecting. Have you seen the new axe unlocked around level 96 on Mordor and Angwar? Have you? No. Oh, are there any around that level that are good? Oh wait, are they new items? You think they will add more classes? Nate Wynn says. I don't think we're probably going to get any new classes anytime soon. That's my gut feeling. We have quite a few. We have quite a few classes, and we have like the new one, and it's already like challenging to, you know, balance more and more classes. I'm trying to think how many classes like World of Warcraft has. Right off the top of my head, what do they have? Like maybe like 12? Are they more? 14? All right, we're gonna turn these quests in and then move on. As LOTRO, we have the Guardian, the Champion, the Hunter, the Minstrel, Lore Master, Captain, Burglar, Runekeeper, Warden, Brawler, Mariner, and Bjorning. Am I missing one? Someone, I missed one. I know I did. Minstrel, I said. Champion. It might have been all of them, actually, huh? I think I did it. But anyway, we have quite a few classes. Now, if they were going to add another class to LOTRO, see, because the Mariner kind of... So here's where I think we'll get another class, all right? This is my guess. I would assume in a year or two, when we have completed the Kingdoms of Harad, we're going to get a lot of, like, mini expansions, right? Now that we've had the big one. We won't get a new class with Harad, because the Mariner kind of led into Harad, I feel like. Where we might get a new class, which we've been promised, actually, is in Monster Play. We might get a new Monster Play class on the other side, but it won't be a Free People's class. It won't be the normal landscape class. It'll be a Monster Play only. Be interesting if they added a class for Harad randomly. I don't think they'll do that. I think that most likely we'll get another class when the story finish up with the Kingdoms of Harad and we move into, like, I don't know, they go south into more of Harad, or will they go into the Easterlings with Rune? If we go into the Easterlings of Rune, I could see them adding another class. I think a tactical class would be cool too, even though I don't know. You know, some kind of like I don't know. It's hard to think of what they would make for a new class.
Oh, that is such a relief.
It is such a relief. Many of the warriors fell this past fortnight. I am heartened. I will either take the hint and move on, or these lands of my warriors will visit. Okay, all right. Got it. Take the hint.
Oh, what a sight it must have been. I wish I had seen it for myself.
Well done, outsider. Oh, thank you. I blew up all the catapults.
Thank you. Travelers will breathe a sigh of relief as they travel the Great Road now.
As will I, and many in Chakat. The Great Road draws these sorts, like bears to a honeycomb. There will be others, but this has given time to prepare. All right. Hey, sweets. I finished one of my virtues. Which one do I want to be leveling up here still? Let's see. I want to have Valor maxed up first, actually. For DPS. Okay. Alright, so... talk to this guy.
You have brought peace, not only to Saint Shatak, but to countless peoples throughout Kishan.
I hope that these goblins move on from our lands, but even if they do not, they are disorganized and leaderless. They will be easy prey for our warriors. Yay, reputation! And lots of coins.
Crab makes the best bait. And if we don't catch anything with this, I think we'll be cooking the remaining claws.
Thank you, my friend. Wait, can I have some? No. Oh. Okay.
Thank you. I believe nature is once more in balance, and the river can now prosper, along with our people.
And I do love to fish upriver. Good, 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 good. Alright. Hello. Mashumi, the little girl, and her giant pet turtle. Holy moly. Where is her mother? I don't know if you should let her keep a turtle that could literally eat her in one bite. Okay? This small child easily could be eaten in one bite by that creature. But it must be a friend, so I guess it's okay.
You found him. What? No, he's not too big.
What have I been feeding him?
Whatever he wants to eat, of course.
He's not too big. It's so big. Oh my gosh, he's a huge little child. It's a very large turtle. Some might be the biggest of turtles. All right, so we need to ride up to the road. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to, well, let's see. Gum.
May your day prove profitable.
I'm just gonna swift travel. It'll let me swift travel up there. What's happening? Guys, I'm carrying the horse on my back. Come on, horse. What is happening right now? LOL. This has been, I've noticed a little glitch in this area. This happens sometimes. And the best part is you ride at this, you run at normal speed. It's gonna swift travel though, so don't worry. It's just so funny. What a funny glitch. Oh, I'm sure they will patch that. But all right, welcome to the third region, everyone. We've done it in the storytelling. We've made it to the third region. All right. This area is really, really cool. Before it gets dark, look at how cool this area looks. It's so cool. Okay, really like this area. Instead of classes, add more class trees. That is true. So we got a big rework on the Hunter and the Berg, which, by the way, I think were both good reworks. I feel like the Berg got a little bit of short end of the stick with the rework. Hey, don't look at me like that, Jackal. Back. Take that. But the Berg update was still good in many ways. They got some really cool buffs on certain things. The Hunter, I feel like, got super buffed. They're back at like being at like competitive DPS level, and they got a new thing to do. Because Hunters always were like, you're the DPS class, that's it. And then people would basically be like, well, we have 3 Hunters, we really don't need more Hunters. But now they can also be a support class, which is pretty cool. Which also kind of fits the Hunter, I feel like. Makes sense that they could be able, like, with their Trapper of Foes being a support. So it was a good choice by the devs. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. Gendim Un. Alright, I need to find the horse. Where's the horse person here?
Sarah Zarodan, friend.
Yes. So this looks like some ancient tombs. This is we're supposed to be where we showed up for the main chapter, or not? Oh no, the main chapter is down there still. So we're supposed to come back here in a second. So... Are these, I don't need tasks in my inventory right now. Alright, so we're gonna be sent over here in a second. I'm almost sure of it because of the storytelling. So it'll be weird if I do it in the wrong order. So let's go ahead and just go over to the crossroads. You know, I'm gonna do my combat mount. Might be a little faster. Might be a bit faster. Ride, Irontail. Alright, we will follow this road. Really is a cool area. Like, really, really cool. Don't worry, I'll help. Oh, never mind. So I just slash him on the road. Whoa! Technically, combat mounts still technically... Oh, actually, did they scale the combat mounts? A lot of damage to that guy. I don't remember doing that much damage. I just launched the bird. Like, for example, the combat mounts work pretty good in the new area, I noticed. I don't really like... You occasionally see rubber banding with the combat mounts. But... I don't know, look how cool that shot looks with me holding the battle axe, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm supposed to go up here. Aha! Kamagi is already here. This is the lady we were escorting, right?
I am relieved to see you. I did not wish to spend the night camping on my own. That is for certain. I do not know about you, but I'm ready to get off my feet. I do not know about you, but I'm ready to get off my feet.
Let us set up camp here and get settled for the evening. Shall we build a campfire and make ourselves comfortable? It would be nice to get to know one another over a meal, would it not? Sure.
Come, join me by the fire and I will tell you why I'm traveling.
All right. Zollin, I will tell you of my tale and destinations. I am on a quest to find the ancient dwarf city called Khazad-Dum. Tales claim that it has been in Enshuru longer than the sun has been in the sky. It is well documented in the libraries of Jajana that the Timarmer were avid trading partners with Jajana and others for centuries. Dwarves? Someone's like, what about dwarves? There's dwarves here? When Urashzan, the Din of Stone, shook the ground and dried the Usal, which is a river, the people of Zajana, or maybe the lake, I forget, had their own difficulties. It went unnoticed for a time that all contact with the Juret Manesh had been lost. Most believe that the Timarmer were either all killed or they were abandoned in this forsaken land, which is quite plausible. However, there has recently been whispers that the hardy dwarves of Juret Manesh have emerged from the ground, where they popped out of holes in the ground, guys, where they had been hiding in isolation for 100 years. Zollin looks over, thinks about it for a moment if he should tell her that he's like 270 years old, and then it's like, yeah, never mind. Doorwards Azagani sent me to investigate the rumors and see if this is true. Should it be, I am to establish friendly relations with them, and if possible, negotiate terms of establishing trade between our cities. Surely you can imagine being the first to... What was that? You heard the unmistakable sound of a boot crunching gravel coming from the east of the camp. All right, east is that's east over here. All right, whose boot crunched gravel? Who was it? It was east, so. Investigate the sound you heard east. Okay. I'm glad that they put those dead end things there because otherwise I'd get so lost. And it's nice when they're like, where, oh, my goat. This is east. There's nothing over here. Maybe maybe they meant west. It says east, but oh, wait a second. Isn't this? Wait, if the camp is there, isn't this west? No, this is east. No, it was my fault. I'm looking the wrong way. It was me. I went west. Silly me. Oh, man. Oh, we're being attacked. She's being attacked. Oh, no. Someone just showed up to help us. The Great Company? Rangers? Where are the Rangers here? What? That guy was definitely going to kill her. He saved her life. Zollin! When I spied the campfire, I did not expect to find you there. Nor did I expect you to be under the attack. It seems all is quite quiet now, though. Your friend looks quite shaken. I hope she is uninjured. Maybe you should see how she fares. You are both welcome to join Radog and I at our camp atop the hill. It is better hidden from the foes, and is also more defensible. Oh my gosh, it's one of the main characters from back in the day. Thank you so much for the happy birthday. Appreciate it. Thank you. Love your videos. Just says, your girlfriend and you have been started a few characters together. Oh, awesome. Trying to get a good duo combo. What would be your thoughts or suggestions? Good duo combos? I feel like if someone plays... It depends on what you guys want to play, obviously. Like what's fun for you to play. Do you want to tank, heal, DPS, be a support, whatever. But I would definitely pick two of the combo. So like don't like pick two tanks or two healers or two DPS, right? Pick like one of you be a tank, one of you be a healer. One of you be a tank, one of you be a DPS. One of you be a healer, one of you be a DPS. Something like that. That's what I would suggest for like a duo combo. If it was 3 people, I'd suggest try to do one of each. A tank, a healer, and a DPS. Oh, I just got kicked out. I hope that doesn't...
Were it not for you, I would be dead right now.
Go to the Rangers camp. All right. Sweet. I didn't check on her, but that's okay. She was fine. At least it didn't mess up the quest. All right, so we'll go find the ranger up here. Oh, Rangers! Yeah, so I would just pick pick a duo of one of each of the roles. That's what I would do. I just wouldn't double up on the rolls. But again, you could double up on the rolls. You could just go up the DPS. It's really not the end of the world. All right, so this is an undead guy just walking around in full body armor here. Well, he's not in full body armor, but he's got a bunch of gold armor on. Aha! You see a familiar face. Oh my gosh, he's one of the Athelian Rangers.
I did not expect to see you again so soon.
Zollin! I did not expect to see you again so soon. What brings you to these parts? You introduce Radgog. I always destroy this guy's name. It's Radrag or something. I don't know. And Kagami to each other and tell him of her errand. I am sorry to say that I know little of these lands and cannot be of much help in the search for these dwarves of which you speak. Pharaon and I have only just arrived here ourselves. We wanted to scout the areas to the west to see if the blight had spread to other areas. Thankfully, we have yet to see any disease outside of Adgum, which is the elven area down there.
Since you are here, I should tell you of some recent footprints we've spotted.
Perhaps the trail would lead you to bandits, but I expect not. The gate did not appear to me to be that of bandits or soldiers. Go and see for yourself, Zollin. Kagimi will be safe here. You have my word. Yep, she'll be fine. That guy's a boss. The Grey Company, indeed. It's one of the Rangers. Now remember, the Grey Company, a lot of them are still alive. Oh, there's a cabbage. My cabbages! Okay, poor guy lost one of his cabbages. Fell in through a dimension into Middle-earth from Avatar: Last Airbender. So. Don't worry, I'll return it to him someday after I eat it. Alright, so I'm supposed to follow footprints, it said. So let's go follow the footprints. This area is really cool, even at night. Like, look at how cool this is. Look at that player getting chased by a coyote and a bird. Get him, boys! It's really cool, these big, giant, mineral deposits. I forget what they're called. Columbier jointing, I believe is the terminology from a geology perspective. But I think that's right. Alright. I need to follow some footprints here. Seems like this guy is also following footprints. This nominal guy right here. Alright, following footprints. Following the footprints, the footprints, the footprints. Following the footprints, wherever they may lead. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Footprint, 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 footprints. Footprints. There they go. Ooh, there it goes. Alright, and look, it led me right to a rich silver ore deposit. Don't you dare, bird. Don't. You will now be turned into my dinner. Okay. That's a very pretty looking raven, though. Oh, look at that cool worm. You're so cool, Mr. Worm. Oh my gosh, he's terrifying, though. Hey, look, it's a jackal. A hyena cub. Alright, I've lost the footprints. There they are. I recommend for this quest to turn on flood names with N. If you don't have them on, it'll make your life much easier than trying to do this and follow where the shinies are. Stop! Stop it, birds! Stop it! Oh, look at the little phoenix. Little phoenix fox. I must say hello. Come back here. I must see how... Oh, look how cute it is. Aww. That's awesome. Reminds me of the small native foxes to the Channel Islands in California. There's some islands off California's coast, North America. It's not the Channel Islands, by the way, by Europe. Different Channel Islands. Just throwing that out. But there's sometimes I'll drive way up to a zoo, Santa Barbara Zoo, and they have some of the native foxes there at that zoo. All right, Pharaon, the Grey Company.
Do you see those men ahead? Those are no bandits.
Following you, no. Outstanding. It is good for me to always keep my skills sharp. Do you see the men ahead? Those are no bandits, nor Ordaka. But I know of no other people in this area. It is curious indeed.
There is but one way to solve the mystery of who those people are, and that is to speak with them.
Let us approach with caution and greet them with kindness, and see what comes of it. Go on. I will be right behind you. Wink, wink. Alright. So he told me to go over here and talk to these guys. Got it. That's a good combo. Hunter Guardian's a great combo. Absolutely. Yeah, this zone looks really cool. I agree. It's very cool. Well done.
Who are you?
Who are you? The man nervously grips his weapon and does not threaten you with it. You tell him that you are travelers and are curious about them. There is no such thing as a traveler who just happens to be passing through here. But I think you should speak to our leader, Nabobatino. You will find him within. Alright, 1 second, guys. Let me just get something real fast. Alright, better. I can breathe again. Okay. Where is he? Where's this guy? There he is.
And who are you, stranger, who traverses this land without fear?
You are no Ordaki, and this is one of the men of the West who makes no effort to hide his origin. If you are enemies of Ordak, you know that you are among friends. Know that you are among friends. If you are heading in further west, then I must caution against it. Only death and danger lies in that direction. Who is this guy, though? Excuse me.
You surmise correctly that we are enemies of Ordach.
We are capable warriors, however, and we would travel west no matter the danger. Should our business take us there? It was only a short time ago that we were in the cursed land of Mordor. I have my doubts that An Sharu has more danger to offer than the very land of the enemy. Tell me more of this danger to the west. I search for signs of evil blight infecting the land, covering it in rot and sickness.
Alas, no. There is not enough life remaining in Ansheru for such rot to take hold.
No, the danger I speak of. Oop, my thing is messing up here. The danger I speak of comes in the form of a new breed of orc, with size and strength unlike any other I have known. They patrol the roads, killing any they come across, though they often take some prisoners. I shudder to think what becomes of those poor souls. There are 2 strongholds of the Ordaka in an unusual sort. They are zealots who do not believe Baruch is truly defeated. They continue to worship him and believe that upon his return he reward their loyalty with the power untold. They are fools, but are dangerous fools. They are led by a coven of Bakor witches with the power to ensnare men's wills. In fact, the man looks around at his fellows, dirty and hungry, living uncomfortably within a crypt. We were all once such thralls. Zatak Sokar, we were called. Our wills were taken from us, and we were forced to work in the mines for the Ordaka. I was able to break my mind free from their spell at the moment Bakshu was defeated, as the casters of the spell suffered a moment of weakness. I was able to escape, and since then I have been helping as many people as I can break from the thraldom. Many have left to seek life and healing elsewhere, but those of us who remain do so intending to free the others. We have found the last of our number, increasingly difficult to save. Their minds are bound tightly with the evil magic. Hey, thank you, Raven. Appreciate it. Appreciate the happy birthday and well-wishing. Good health, thank you. I need that. I'm doing a lot better, but that cold got me the last few weeks.
I don't like this. These people need our help.
Farron turns to you looking deeply concerned. I don't like this, Zollin. These people need our help. Let's return to the camp and speak with Rod. He turns back to the face. Nabatuni. We must return to two of our company. two of our company. That's a classic tongue twister. Camp to the south. With your permission, I would like to bring them here. And together, we will do what we can to help you. You aren't the only ones who have been forced into labor by the evil. King Elisar did not leave the Nirnhoth of the Stout Axes to suffer, and I would not leave yours if I can help it. Nabitiu nods his consent. Good, Zollin. I will meet you back at the camp. Alright. So...
You are still here.
Let me open something real quick.
Every day is a struggle.
Staff of Fate. It's kind of cool looking. Where'd I get this? Huh. That must have dropped from the... Kind of a cool looking staff. Alright. So...
We do what we can to take care of each other.
This guy is a serious looking man. I love it. It is not unusual for Zajatni to come skulking around our tents at night. The smell of our food must draw them to us. I fear it is only a matter of time before those scavengers become brave or desperate enough to attack someone. Once they feared people, but they seem to be getting a little too comfortable with us. Do you think you would be able to thin their numbers before they try to steal our supplies? Or worse yet, hurt somebody? It would do us much good if they feared us once more. Their den is on a hill south of here called Spoiler's Crag. Alright.
Yes, what do you want?
The man bows to you politely. Gashtulngur. It is true that you have come to help us. My name is Adumu, and Nabuto has put me in charge of our supplies. One of the reasons we are here in Gatindun is that there was a long-forgotten Odaki supply cache left in this place, which we have been able to live off of for a time. Unfortunately, we are quickly running out of these supplies. I have a suspicion that there are more supply crates hidden away inside the crypts, but I am unfit for the sort of adventure. I am sure you have noticed that the dead in Anchuru are not at rest and pose a great danger to us. You, however, seem to be able to handle them. If you would go into the crypt and search for some supplies, it would be surely increase our chance of survival. I've killed my fair share of the undead and put them back to sleep, some might say. Alright, who's this nice lady here?
You are still here.
I do not like it here, surrounded by whites. They are ghastly. But Nabucco insists they are to keep us hidden. The Ordaki dared not come here to Mashali barriers for fear of them, and says the mindless things unknowingly protect us. The whites are just as likely to kill us as the Ordaki, so I do not know how this is better. It does not seem to me, though, that these whites shy away from fire. I can help but wonder if placing burning torches at the crypt entrance would keep them confined and away from our camp. Would you try it? These torches at the entrance to the main 3 crypts? Sure. Alright, so before we continue on, I'm going to run back outside and do the chapter because I think it's going to open stuff to go into the crypt. And I don't want to have to come back over and over. So let's go turn these quests in first. So we were told to go back and talk to whatever his name is. Rod. Rog. I think his name is Rod, but it sounds pretty silly, so maybe I'm saying it wrong. We're gonna go talk to the Athelian Ranger. So we got an Athelian Ranger and a Ranger of the Great Company. One's a Dunedain, one is from Gondor, right? I got myself some new ingots and a garnet. Yes. I must collect all the ore we see, everyone. The ore must be collected. I am tempted to kind of skip these other quests and just do the main chapter. What do you guys think watching live right now, everybody? Should we just kind of like rush the main story and not do any more of the side quests for now? I might just come back and do them later. I kind of want to get through more of the story. Like, I like the side quests and the stories of the side quests, but we will get to those later in a LOTRO tale anyway. I know, it's far off, but I kind of just want to do the main chapter. It's my gut feeling. I think we might just want to rush some of this main chapter for the next hour here. Wait, what happened in the main chapter? What the heck? Got removed off my thing? Oh, whoopsie daisy. I did not realize that I had removed it off my thing and I didn't ever touch that point. I thought I hadn't done that and I was kind of surprised it didn't show it. Let's go do that. I need to make sure that main chapter is moving on, so. I have 98% movement speed right now because I got my horse is well fed. Well fed, so he's a very fast horse. Let's go do that. I guess I got removed off my bar. That's a little frustrating. I would have done that first, but at least we did part of the main story with helping the ranger. So, and I think this ranger quest is one of the side quests that gives me gear, I believe. So maybe we'll just do that one. Here, I will give you guys I'm gonna give you a poll here. I don't know, I think I can do a poll on Twitch too, but I'm gonna do the poll on YouTube. And Twitch, you guys just say yes or no. I'll add you in. There. You guys can answer that. If you'd like. Let's see. A sign. Look, another sign that's not done right. Let's fix it. Alright. Another guy leaps. Amish. What do you think you're doing? This is my greatest spot. I'm a mugger. And I wanted to mug people. No, I refuse. You cannot mug people anymore. Your mugging days are over, sir. Go mug somebody else. You survived Amish's, what is it? Amish's ambush. Amish's ambush. It's like almost the exact same spelling. Literally the difference is an E. Oh, I had a B. Amish's ambush. And you should repair the signpost. Okay, repaired. Alright. Oh, look, it's, what's her name?
Our paths cross once again, and it seems they each lead to the height of the sky.
Yes, the sky is up there. Shinari Mizani entrusted me and the 2 of her soldiers to scout the plateau of Anshuru ahead of her army. We have not yet climbed high enough, and already we have run aloft of brigands. I see you have as well. The bandits come... She's like, I see you dispatched that one quickly. He's like on the ground back there. The bandits came from the hold of Jalhila to the east. If you deprive them of the blades and bows with which they trouble folk on the road, you will be aiding the Shara and any other, get out of here, bird, and other who must travel this way. We can meet up at Gadgum, where the road leads into on these names, man, Shuru, and discuss our further plans. And also, by the way, is this your bird? No, it's not my bird. It's trying to kill me. Okay. So, now the chapter... Oh. Well, I guess the chapter says I need to kill guys out here. So, let's do that real quick. The height of the sky. Whoa! That was glitchy. All right, so I need to defeat real quick. It says defeat. I think it's these guys. I think I have to kill these guys, and I get abandoned supplies. This is the main chapter, so we're gonna do this. This is the main story chapter. In fact, would you guys like me to blow these up? You want to be able to read these? I have them really small, but I could bring them bigger. Where is my quest tracker? I feel like they're too small. There. Now you can see them a little better. You can see what I'm actually doing. The quests. I know they're still pretty small, but I don't want them too big. Alright, everybody battle me. Fight me! Fight me, you cowards! Come and get me! Fight me! Yeah! Spin to win! These guys stand no chance against Zollin. Dwarf warrior! Oh yeah, they're just, it's not even close. Those guys not even attacking me. I'm so sorry. He's like, why would you do that? Wait, is this the main? Oh, whoops. LOL, maybe this wasn't the main chapter. What quest was this? I finished someone's quest. No, it is. It is the main chapter. Collect bows. There's one of the bows. Okay, why is this guy taking longer to kill than all of those other guys combined? There's one more. One more bow. We saved the giant turtle right here, remember? This is where giant turtle was. Glimglang. Ancient heirloom. I think that's the reputation things you can pick up. Oh, it's the shield! We never found that guy's poor shield? Oh, I feel bad now. Alright, well, we found his heirloom. Remember that guy who was asking us for the shield? I guess there were too many quests on my thing. It's alright, we'll go back over there and give him his shield later. Oh no, these captains. What do you think you're doing? Alright, there's the bow. The blighted bow. Or brigand bow. Must be tired of misreading things. Okay, alright, let's move this way. Oh, I turned my AC on. It feels so much better in here. So the thing is, it's been plenty cold in my house, but even when I open the window, it kind of like, my heater, my lights, and my computer heat the room up so much, so fast, that it gets so hot. So it went from being, it was like 61 Fahrenheit. Make sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Degrees in my room. It was pretty darn, cold. And then when I turned my computer on, lights on, it got up to the mid 70s. So it went up about 15 degrees. And now I turn my AC on it. It's brought it back down again. Again, opening the window doesn't really always do it, because also I can't really open the curtains because it just blinds the camera, and you guys like can't. So, granted, I'd rather sometimes just open the window because then you don't have to pay for the electricity of the AC. But the AC does a good job of also just bringing in fresh air through it, because I just cracked the window behind the curtain, so it sucks in nice fresh air. No carbon dioxide issues. No, it's really hard to have a carbon dioxide problem in a room. You'd be there a long time with it sealed. Ah, wonderful. It's nice cold water. Okay. Main chapter. Here we are. The main chapter quest with Glorfindel.
I felt a chill when I arrived here, and my companions say they felt the same.
Those brigands would surely have known not to trouble Shahrazad of her army, but most travelers have neither her numbers nor her fierce mire. It is good you have shown them the road is not undefended. I felt a chill when I arrived here, and my companions all say they felt the same. I suspect more than brigands haunt these ruins.
The air is thin and cold in Anshero. I like it not.
I like it not. What a way to say it. I must prefer the warmth and life of Aburu to this desolate height. Our peasant villages, so few here that we must shelter among crypts and tombs. But it was Shahrazad's command to scout this place for her foes, and we will do it. I understand one of my companions bet you some time ago, Zollin. His name is Shenzamin, and he speaks most highly of you. The other is named Kiskata, and he has proven a sturdy ally to me as well, besetting a number of brigands that thought to ambush us between Igar Gashan and the road through Kilgal. Oh.
I am Shenzamin of Kuranzar. We last
Zollin.
spoke outside the town of Urmach in Imhular.
I did not expect to see you again, so far from where last we met. But the surprise is a pleasant one. If it is Shahrazad's command that we watch the road through Anshero of any sign of foes that might endanger her army as it travels. Yes, she just told me that. Zati of Idara says she does not like this place. I echo her thoughts, for the thin air and the cold fills me with unease.
Shahrazad entrusted us with scouting the height of the sky for any sign of Urdakai aggression.
We are also to treat with the Temarin dwarves that we are said to dwell in this place, and so often through them friendship the renewed Hamat. Show them friendship. Kishman smiles with a wary amusement. Shenazim and I have spoken of this curiosity before, that neither of us knew, however, to be Hamati before the rise of Shara Mizati. Now each of us would die for her and the renewed Hamat. I hope it will not come to that, but if it does, I will die knowing my death will be of some use for the Shara and the welfare of my people and hers. All right. Talk to that person. Oh, there.
Is this Mizari any different?
Oh, I like this guy's voice. This is not the first talk of the sort I have overheard. Every new ruler thinks to be better, lives of their lives of their people. But when the time comes to make good on such promises, they are found wanting. Is this Mizadi any different? Is she really wants to aid the people who live in the Anshuru? Her followers must prove her good intentions. There are whites to be found in Naxadal. Have you the courage to face them? You ask Meshadel why he ventures so near to the tombs to be inhabited by whites, and he chuckles. This is my own business, stranger. If they are to prove too fearsome for you to handle, I am certain your warrior queen will be able shortly to recover your equipment and your body. I hear this Mizadi is different than the others.
What does he want me to do? Find Naxx's die. Alright, he's like up on the heights. Okay. So, let's just continue on the main chapter. It looks like... Alright, the majority of you guys said to just do the main story. Some of you said to do all the quests. The majority, 67%, we have 70%, majority want to do the main story. So, I will do my best to focus on the main story for the rest of our stream today. I do like doing the little poll things. I gotta figure out how to do those on Twitch. I think you can do those on Twitch too, so. I'm not gonna figure it out right now though, because it'll slow us down. Alright. We found the entrance to somewhere. We'll go ahead. These are the torches she wanted me to add. The thing is, some of the quests work really well with the main chapter. So what I'll do my best to do the quests that, like, I can do while I'm doing the main chapter, you know? Because most of the time, if you're following the main chapter, you'll easily be able to keep up. So, it says the main chapter tells me to defeat whites in here. So, we'll defeat whites in here. Hey guys, look, it's an arm corpse. Alright, that guy's not dead. Now he's dead. Alright, did we finish the chapter? Talk to the person. Is she in here? The person? Is it where this player's going? Okay, there it is.
I found something, Zollin. Look here. The slain man wearing the distinctive robes of a sorcerer. Did he come here in search of treasure? I said nothing back at Gandun, but I think the unmannered scoundrel might be a treasure seeker of himself, if not an outright brigand. Should we tell him of this man's fate? It may encourage him to seek another profession. The corpse tells us that the Ordaki have already pressed forward into Anshuru. This man, at least, ran afoul of the whites. Has he anything upon him that might tell us the moment of his movements of his allies? So, you know, maybe you need to be a better sorcerer next time and not get killed by whites. You've had a parchment covered in mad ravings. Get out, get out, get out, get away, never quite, never silent. There is something else inside my head. Leave me alone, get out, get out.
Alright, that's a pretty terrifying note. Okay, I think the man was insane. We should probably leave. Alright, there's nothing else in here, so we can actually leave. Except for these whites that are going to shoot arrows at us. Stop it. Bad white. Excuse me. Alright, back we go. Look at that beautiful aurora there. Not aurora, excuse me, galaxy. Galaxy. No auroras here. We're not in Forest Shell. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, Glorfindel. Lord Glorfindel. Let's talk with him.
What have you found, my friend?
What have you found, my friend? From the look in your eye, I deem you have discovered something that must concern you. Yes, there was the bad ravings of a guy who seemed like he was possessed, so a little bit scary. You hand the ravings of Ordaki sorcerer to Glorfindel, and he closely studies the parchment. After a moment, he looks up at you. These words remind me of Dagor Kalanther, Zollin. To me, this writing sounds like someone with less fortunate than Inkonush experiencing the mind tampering of the Tharduth.
This raises a question in my mind about the reach of the Tharduth.
For the... Oh.
Hold on. There we go. La-da-da. My mic got bumped there. A little bit, sorry.
For the servants of vanished Morgoth to threaten people of An-Urun in this way. They must have either traveled from Uldarbur, as we did, or they awoke within a vault somewhere within Murgala. As Inkanush supposed, we must find out. Something drove that sorcerer mad, and he was unable to resist as it clawed its way inside his mind. He would have been our enemy, there's no doubt, but none should perish as he did. Yeah, Glorfindel, you're being very magnanimous, I understand. Alright. This is the treasure hunter guy.
Creatures prying into your mind? Driving
you
mad?
mad?
This is nonsense, surely.
Surely.
But his eyes are widened, his fear evident.
What evils have you brought to this place? Did your warrior queen not intend to aid us? Instead you speak of ancient sorcerer kings tampering with our very thoughts?
This is my understanding. The Ordachai came here in search of something, and the Tharduth ensnared them.
This is my understanding of Glorfindel's words. The Ordaku came here in search of something, and the Tharduth ensnared them. If the slain sorcerer you found was not alone, his allies may have perished nearby. They might also tell us what happened to them, as he did, alive, if they are more fortunate than he. Before you return, and Glorfindel's words replaced his bombast with fear, Madeshin spoke of whites to the southwest. There we may find more information about Tharduth. And if not, we will at least combat the danger such creatures pose to the folk of Ansuru with their continued presence.
All right. So the supplies, we could go and do those supplies and fight the whites down there in the crypts, but we're gonna just stick to the main chapter for now. Main chapter. The story is really good. Like, I see why everyone was telling me Zollin, the story is so good. And I was trying really hard not to be spoiled because I wanted to do it with you guys during the streams. But it's really, really cool. And apparently it gets even better. So I'm trying to hurry and get through the main story here. Silver ore deposit. We love silver ore. Silver and gold. Do. All right, so this is where we need to go, right over here. Oh, getting attacked by an arm. A wriggling corpse arm on the ground. The dead walk at the crypts of Kam Dakul as they did in Nazan Okay. Leave me alone, you dune worms. Wrong world. Or should I say universe? Alright, so this looks pretty legit. Oh, look at open crypt, guys. Yeah, it's the middle of the night. I think we'll just walk into it. Why not? You know? Baruch Khazad! Out of my way, you undead whites. Alright, we're setting up these torches. Should I just put roleplay? Take my torch out? Heading into the crypts. Indiana Zollin. I mean Jones. Alright, it says defeat more whites in here. Oh, that's a white right there. Look at that guy. Look how cool he looks. Oh my gosh. Very scary. Awesome textures on that terrifying face. The animations, how whites hit you, look really cool. Oh, guys, look, it's a hands. I like how it like slaps you and like punches you. Back! Back, you devils! I've asked this before, do you guys like watching it where you can see my guy fight in combat, or do you like watching from my character's head? I'm curious if there's a different opinion on that. Like, I like both versions. That's why I kind of switch between it all the time. Alright, hurry east to Spoiler's Crag, which, by the way, we had to kill stuff at Spoiler's Crag. Sweet. So look at that. So if you do it right, you can do all the quests with the chapter. And you just follow that chapter. Make sure you pick up all the quests and just follow the chapter. It usually leads you to every spot the other quests are, especially in the newer areas. They definitely have streamlined the questing even better than in the past. Though they've updated a bunch of the original areas to streamline them as well. So a lot of people don't realize that, but it's very cool. Alright. Let's talk with our ranger friend real quick, because he's right behind this. Because remember, that was like a little side storyline. Let's talk with the ranger real fast, because that kind of was like the main story. It's literally the characters we've known and loved through the entire series, so. Oh! I found one of the chests! Oh, there you go, guys. There's the coordinates of one of the chests. You can see where I'm standing right there. It's just north of the ranger camp in the rocks. The actual coordinates are 50, it says it right here, 53.9 south by 69.1 west. Let's see if I can get up on this ridge to find the rangers. Oh. I always do my best to try to get there as fast as I can for the streams. I try not to get distracted by squirrels.
It seems we came here looking for one foulness, only to find another.
Ah, you returned. I was just talking to Ferron. It seems we came here looking for one foulness, only to find another. I agree that something must be done. It's time to break camp.
We must do what we can to help these people.
If this Nabatida speaks true, our mission here in Ansunon is complete. If the land to the west is equally as dry and rocky as it is here, it's unlikely the blight would be able to spread in this direction. We will return to Adman, but only after we have given aid to the Jetsakuro. You should talk with Kagami and see if she wishes to remain in our company.
I would rather arrive at Jiret Menesh a little late than not at all, which is what I think would happen. with at your company.
Besides, your ranger friends are fascinating. I enjoy talking to them more. Growing up, we were thought that the men of the West were monsters. More than men. Violent and unlearned. I see now that this is untrue. They are just people, much like us. Radrog tells that most amazing stories. Yes, I will stay in your company. These Jetokori sound interesting as well. It's cool. I like the storytelling where they're like, everyone's understanding, right? Like that, like the Haradrim, you know, not all of Gondorians were evil that they thought, and vice versa, right? The Gondorians and all are like, oh, the Haradrim aren't all evil either, which of course, most would understand that, but not all, right? Hey, thanks, Galad. Thanks for the super chat. She says, happy birthday, Z. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
She stays? That is good. A scribe alone in this desert would not fare well.
Farin and I will take care of the camp and bring Khazman with us to the hollows of Gamin.
You guys ready? The room's about to flash blue.
If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask you. I don't want our presence to put a strain on these people's resources. To the west is a roost of large, flightless birds the locals call the Kalokrum. Rumor has it that they taste quite good, like chicken. But more of it. If you go there before meeting us at the Hollow of Gamin and bring back some Kalakurun meat, it would make quite a feast. Chicken.
All right, so what we're going to do, why don't we wait to do that, and let's do the main chapter now. So we're going to go continue the chapter, which says, hurry east to the Spoiler's Crag and find the source of the screams. The source of the screaming. Whoa, that's a crack in the... Oh, ow. Look where you're going or you'll fall off cliffs. This has been Zollin's lesson for the day. All right, up we go. Woo. That is, aren't those things just the absolute coolest? They're so cool. I love those big mineral deposits, or Columbia jointing, as I believe it is called. All right, we're here. All right, hyenas, assemble. It's like the Avengers, but it's the hyenas. All right, assemble, hyenas. He told me to thin their numbers. I'm thinning their numbers. All right. Search the body of the slain guys. That was the person that was making the screams. The slain sorcerer may have also been the one screaming. It's a little dark. He has a letter on him. Damudu, Damudu, Damunu, die as myself. Get away. No voices, no voices. Get away from Damudu. Oh, we got another crazy. Who decided he'd feed himself to the hyenas. Not very smart. I don't know. The question is, are these guys being led here by voices and dying, or are they like trying to kill themselves because they're being driven mad by insanity? Both terrifying prospects. What is down there? Oh, that's the quest to turn in. Okay. The family heirloom that guy needed. Well, we got a lot of hides out of all those hyenas. That's great for crafting. I need those. Don't you dare. Don't you. Ah, I finished. Ha 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 ha. Take that, hyena. Oh, yeah, look at this. This region is so cool. This is like one of my new favorite regions in the game. It's just really, really cool. I really like these like gold deposits all over the place. And just, they're not gold, but they look like gold. It just looks really, really cool. This whole area. Like honestly, cool homestead place. Yeah. He gives a homestead here and we can like live in a crypt and we can be vampires. Yo, happy birthday. Thank you, Andres. How's it going? Appreciate it. Good to see you. All right, so we're going to turn these quests in. Let's see here. Being chased slowly by this little sand sifter. The guards failed their duties.
Can I do something for you?
You have taken care of the Zajani. Oh, Zollin, that is wonderful news. My people will sleep better at night. Myself included, thank you.
Let's talk to Glorfindel.
The ill fortune of these Uruk-hai sorcerers continues? They should never have come to the height of the sky.
Glorfindel studies the parchment you found. I think our wizard's suspicions was correct, Zollin. There is another vault of Tharduth, and it is located within Anshuru.
Mashtagal fled this place while you were away.
But unless he leaves Anshuru entirely, I fear he will not escape the reach of the Tharduth. Did the tremors caused during the Din of Stone unseal the path to do a second vault of Morgoth's servants? It seems likely to me, Zollin. And I believe one of the slain Odaki has given us a name to this place. Damundur, which is what he kept saying over and over. We have some work to do. Once we have learned what we can in Anshuru, we will travel westward, where the road leads to Igdagal. How good are these boots? Oh man, these boots are really good. What the heck? They give really good finesse and they get crit defense. Oh my gosh, those are so much better than the Kinte ones that I have. I want those boots.
Shinzamin and I cannot let these terrors
What's
distract
up?
us from the mission given to us by Sharamizadi.
Belwynne, hello, hello. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday, monsters. How's it going? Shizami and I cannot let these terrors distract us from the mission given to us by Sharamizadi. We will help you investigate Anshuru, but we must also carry out our own duties. You have to do a duty? Just kidding.
I hoped the Tharduth had all perished at Utugbur.
Even as I knew such evil could not be easily defeated as you say, I dishonor the memories of Sudusho and the others who fell at Sabudara, the Red Rush battle. Zazani frowns mournfully and stops speaking, lost in her thoughts. Eventually a light appears in her eyes, and she looks at you closely. During the battle, you remained the fighting Durmuri of our great hero, Shura Nun. Oh my goodness, these names are... Gosh, dang it. Shura Nin. Do you remember? Many are the songs we sing of her and how she came to be known as Zebunuru, the Shining Light. But one of these songs has made itself particularly known to me as we travel along the moor. Before she became our great hero of legend, many thousands of years ago, Shurun Nun labored in the mines of Lakindar. Those mines would have been located somewhere in the far northwest of what is called today Anshuru. Will you humor me with a visit to this place, Zollin? If we must once again face the Tharduth and their Utogi warriors, I would draw upon the inspiration of Shurunin to strengthen my sword arm and bolster my courage. All right, that's great. That's awesome. We'll go there, sure. I don't know. This nice lady here talks a lot. I'm kind of the dwarf. Like, let's just kill the bad guys and go have a party. Thanks, Chip, for the happy birthday. Appreciate it, guys. Over Twitch says, well, if I can get Umbar housing first, please. Yeah. Some Umbar housing would be pretty cool. That would be cool if they did it like right on the shores with the boats. That'd be legit. That'd be really cool.
Sharamizadi has asked Kishatal and I to treat with the Temamir who dwell in this land.
Okay. Sharamizadi has brought the great strength of the arms of the Murdgala to oppose the Empire of Ordak. But where the fighting is done, she will need to ensure a good relationship with the peoples, with the powers who remain. She has asked My eyes are getting a little dry. Hold on, let me do a couple blinks here. Oh, goodness. She has asked Kishatala and I to treat with the Temarmir, who dwell in this land, and we may open lines of friendly communication between the dwarves and renewed Hamat. Judging from the maps I have seen, there is a crossroads south of the settlement in Anshuru. Let us travel there and plan for our encounter with the Temarmir, which are the dwarves of the south, and they are not Doran's folk. They are one of the other clans. They are a made-up clan for Lord of the Rings Online, but it's very cool, and we'll move into their story soon. Glorfindel.
Something has driven to madness the sorcerers of Ordak you encountered here in
Zollin.
Anshuru.
Zollin. Let's see if I... What can be cause but the Daruth, newly awakened and testing their power? During the Dagger Karlanther, even Inkanush struggled to repel the invasive voices of the servants of Morgoth dwelling within Utagbur. What ordinary man of Ordak might hope to strive even half as well? One of the slain sorcerers has given us a name to investigate. Damurdur. Sorry. PG here, guys. No bad words. We must learn in this location. I'm just teasing because the names are so annoying. Hide the entrance to a vault of Daruth, like we discovered at Untumburg. I have heard mentions of Kanag to the southwest, where travelers gather. We should go to this place, and my eyes, see what we can learn from Damurdur. I might pull my screen closer a little bit. Hold on one second. Maybe if I adjust the distance a little, it'll help my eyes have a different level to adjust to for a while. There, we'll do like that for now. There we go. Just sometimes when you keep reading at the same distance all the time, it's not really very good on your eyes anyway. So like, I need to practice this, but sometimes I just gotta like look away. Because that's really good. If you've been looking at a screen for a long time, you should just practice like every, I think it's like 30 minutes is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to kind of just like look at a farther distance, right? Speaking of farther distances, why don't I just give you a little tour of some of my room here for a moment, okay? All right. So, I got the Helm of Sauron for my Christmas present, which was pretty legit for my family, so that was super nice of them. And then we have I moved my little ring that glows to right there. I need to redo my plant. The poor thing is like, it was like hooked up and now it like fell, so now the whole thing's just flopped across. My pothos plant has gone crazy. This thing is like all over the place. Let me just do this. So, yeah, I kind of want to reorganize this whole, like, top thing, but the plant is so cool, I don't want to, like, damage the plant, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah.
I didn't realize this was that cable was showing up in the there. But yeah, anyway, pretty cool. I'm really happy with this helmet. It's pretty legit. You like my little Aang here? He's just kind of chilling. It's from Avatar. He kind of just chills right there. Little Groot. I mean, sorry. We got Grogu, and we got Groot. Little chibi versions. I've even got a little Kakashi. Who knows that it's from? It's an anime. Oh, and I got this guy from Hunter x Hunter. Any fans out there of Hunter x Hunter? It's the main character. And then I also have this character from Demon Hunter. And then his sister character, which I always laugh because it reminds me it's me and my sister. There's a parallel. No, she's not a vampire, but still. Also, of course, we got a little Harry Potter going on too. We got a snitch, and I got a little platform 9 3/4. So they all kind of just chill. They're magnets. Technically, this is like a little cast iron like teapot that hangs here. If you're wondering what that even is, that's what it is. But anyway, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, some fun stuff. And these are the Conquer Challenge. I finished the I don't think I made a review of the Mordor one. I will. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. You have to go look at my playlist, Conqueror's Challenge playlist. I am about to get the second one of the. There's 3 different Lord of the Rings sets. There's the Lord of the Rings trilogy set, which is the 5, and then there's one that's the movie set, which is they're 1 per movie for the three movies. And then there's the Hobbit set, which there's 3 for the Hobbit movies, which I have not gotten to the Hobbit one yet, but I'm going to do it after I finish the this one. So it's basically like a walking or bicycle riding challenge. So I don't know what's going on with my hair right here. It's kind of looking weird in the camera. There. But my sister was nice enough to give me a nice haircut, but I still got a little something's coming out the back here. All right. Anyway, Jason says, recently, Zollin, I discovered your channel. I'm loving it. That's awesome. Thank you. Especially the chill vibes you bring to LOTRO and the guild kinship community events you do. Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks for being positive. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. My goal on this channel is, you guys know, I do this channel full time now, so I appreciate all the support. So I'm trying to grow it as a channel in general, but I'm also on the side, I'm trying to build a really good community for LOTRO with our kinship and also our Discord, which you guys are all welcome to join. You do not have to be in LOTRO to join the kinship. Sorry, the Discord. Invert that. But again, that's kind of like my goals. I'm like trying to make a very fun and engaging group that we can have a good time and just relax and enjoy ourselves. So, and it's been really fun. It's been very encouraging back to me because the community has been super fun and encouraging, and it's not something you can just do, right? Like the term build it and they will come. Yeah, I could try to build it, but we need people to be there to have fun and hang out and be a community. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, thank you, Gal, for the happy birthday over on Twitch. Appreciate it. So anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like, those are my goals of the channel. I really want it to be a fun, relaxing place. You can come chill, relax, and do some Lord of the Rings, whether that be LOTRO or other content that I cover, lore or whatever. That's like the goal. So I appreciate you guys' support on getting the message out there. The hardest thing with doing a YouTube channel or any of my content, and I have other platforms I use with Twitch, right, and things as well. I'm just building that, is getting your message out that you exist. Like, that's the hardest thing, because you're like kind of at like the mercy of the algorithms, right? On all the platforms, it doesn't matter what you're on. X, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It's kind of like, does the algorithm want to post this? Like, yeah, there might be a lot of people that want to see this video you made or this thing you did, but will it show it to them, right? That's the hard part. And that's the comments I always get on YouTube. People find my channel, they're like, oh man, I wish I had known about your channel sooner. It's like, I know, me too, but the algorithm does its thing, and it's not either of our faults, right? So that's the challenge, right? It's always the challenge because I want it to be authentic. I want the content to be fun and authentic, and I do my best, right, to make things fun. And but at the same time, you know, you try to like also figure out like what does the algorithm want? Like what kind of like titles should I make the video? I tend to hate clickbait, so but at the same time, I have to think about a title that people will want to click on, right, to see. So like I try to make sure my titles are always like honestly what I'm doing, because I don't like thumbnails and titles that are kind of clickbaity. So I try not to do that, right? But I have to make titles and thumbnails to still look fun and engaging for people to click on, right? So it's like this fine balancing line. So anyway, sorry, let's not go into that rabbit hole. But anyway, let's go back and play some more LOTRO, shall we? Just wanted to show you some of these cool things back here. So you see my room a little bit better. All right. Oh, thank you, by the way, for the membership. That's why the room is now changing cool colors. Someone did a membership on YouTube here. It was Cabell's Wink. Thank you so much. Sent one gifted membership. And it looks like the person who received it was I don't want to totally ruin the name here. Calices? Yeah, I destroyed it. I'm sorry. Mr. 579. I know who you are, though, from your icon. That's why you guys got to keep your same YouTube icons. Because, like, I'll remember our conversations if you guys have the YouTube icons. I feel like you changed your name. I feel like you used to have a different name with that icon, though. But congrats, you got the... That was very nice. Thank you for getting a membership for someone. Hi and happy birthday. I love Lord of the Rings. Nice. From Luxembourg. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the Twitch stream chat as well. Luxembourg. That has been one of my favorite things. Being a content creator now, I'm kind of making it like my full-time thing. And, you know, as a content creator, you do so many jobs. It's not just sitting making streams of videos. There's like editing and lighting and recording and being your own social media manager. And there's like, you know, 10 other jobs on top of it. But I find it really fun. I enjoy it. But it's been so fun to meet people from all over the world and to see the common love of Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's world. That's really been a blast. I've really enjoyed that. Happy birthday from Martin. Hello. Thank you so much, my friends. Oh, the Martin? Are we talking about the Martin? This Martin? Or different Martin? Thanks to my Patreons, too. Appreciate that a lot. We're going to have some pretty cool things. This Martin, for Hero of Khazad-Dum, I'm going to be making him a special letter in January. I'll be making a video out of that. So you guys will be able to see that. Okay, it is you, Martin. Okay. That'll be really fun, though. We're going to have a special thing that was very kind that he was at the Hero of Khazad-Dum level there for a while to help me out. So I'll be making something very cool. We'll make that into a whole video, and then I will send that to him. I'm pretty much just about out of my speed run for the December. It's been crazy. I've really enjoyed myself, but there's been so much. So it took a lot to kind of plan what I could do some streams with you guys this weekend for the holidays and week. Welcome. Someone else joined the membership. Jason joined his membership on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All of that really does help out. It means a lot. Thank you for the birthday gifts, basically. Appreciate it, guys. I have that all set up with all those things. I never try to be pushy with any of my stuff. The only reason I ever mention anything with Patreon stuff is just so people know it exists, if you ever do want to support in that way. Liking, subscribing, following, all of that is free, and leaving comments and sharing, and that means a ton that you guys do that. So please always feel that to know that I am very thankful for that extra time you guys put in to make sure you do that for my channel and stuff. That means a lot. And if you guys want to follow other free stuff, you can go follow me on Facebook and X, which I have linked down there. I'm trying to build those up in the Facebook page, because then I can multi-stream to Facebook and that too. I can't until you hit like a certain threshold with them. They made like new rules. You used to be able to do whatever, but that's the thing. But yeah, the best way to support me, there's a basic YouTube membership, which I will give you the same level as Patreons give in Discord. You just have to let me know manually, because YouTube won't let me set it up auto. It's really annoying. And then of course there's always the Twitch subscription. Subscriptions in Twitch cost money versus YouTube, which is free on YouTube. But if you want to support in that way too, that's another way to do it. My one commander was mentioning DY's Tiger, Daniel, was mentioning. He's like, you really got to set up your Twitch, Zollin, because a lot of us have Amazon and we have a free Prime sub that we could give you that we're not using, that we get for free with it. And I'm like, oh, cool. So if you're someone who doesn't have something you already support, you want to support my channel there with your Amazon Prime thing, cool. Or if you just want to support, cool. Thanks, appreciate that. But Patreon's probably the best way. They take the least. But YouTube is great too, and Super Chats. That all really helps, and I really appreciate that so much. Also, they're not taxing Super Chats anymore because they tax off tips. Just a little side note, I've noticed a difference. It's been very nice. Have a great birthday. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, my friends. Does Guardian taking have a big learning curve? So it's like Guardians are very easy class until you get to like the hardest content, and then it's less of the Guardian being hard and more of the content being hard. So then if you learn the Guardian, you'll be good. Like, so there's like a tight curve right at the end. If it was like a graph, it's like really easy, really easy, really easy, really easy. You know, like the end is like knowing exactly when your timings to do your Guardian and knowing exactly what you have to do to be perfect tank for your team. That's where the challenge comes at the very end. The class itself is not hard. I wouldn't say the Guardian class is a hard learning curve. It's quite easy. It's one of the easiest classes in the game. But at the end of that curve on any class, it gets very hard, and you have to be very proficient in it. But you can do it. You can do it. I have lots of guides on stuff if you need help. I'm happy to ask questions. So, but thank you for introducing me to LOTRO. Oh, awesome! I'm glad that I was able to introduce you to LOTRO. Yeah, LOTRO is one of those games that I've always said it's always been a great game, and my biggest thing has always been it's just not advertised enough. So hopefully my channel here, as we're growing as a community, we can advertise it even more to more people, because the game is awesome. It's in a great spot right now. It's growing. They just invested a bunch of money. We know they have the rights for a long time still. We have many fun years left of LOTRO, and I'm very excited about it. So, hey, thank you, Dark Knighter. Just subscribed on Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Matt says, wish you a great birthday, voice. Thanks. I get the LOTRO and enjoyment every second in the Masterpiece game. Yeah, it is a masterpiece. Currently doing vanilla content. Raids, Helligorod, and Rift are Masterpiece. Oh, yeah, those are such good raids. Rift is probably, like, my favorite. The Rift. I really, really like the Rift. I think it's a really, really good raid. Yeah, anyway, let's get back and do some more questing here for a little while longer. I just wanted to hang out and talk for a minute. But again, thank you to my Patreons and to everyone who supports in that way. That means a lot. Really does help a lot. I do the channel full time. I really don't have another thing. I got into this during the COVID stuff, and felt like God one day was like, start a channel, do voiceovers. I'm like, oh! So that's what I started doing. I started doing LOTRO and doing that, and then it just kind of grew from there. And then about less than a year ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it full time now, the channel. So it's always a little bit of a risky commitment, but I feel very confident that, God willing, the channel will keep growing, and I'll get to the point where I continue always doing this. I will never go anywhere. I don't plan on going anywhere, God willing, but doing it full time. You know what I mean? So, but that is the goal. I really enjoy doing the content. It's really, really fun, and most of the stuff is just fun for me. Like, I love doing streams. I love making videos. All of that stuff is great. The stuff that's harder, that feels like work, is a lot of the planning, executing, scheduling for getting things to work at the right time. What should I be working on planning? Like editing. Editing's I see why when people become a lot bigger, they usually like get an editor, but I'm not quite at that level. I have to do all my own editing, right? I enjoy editing to an extent. It's just when you have to sit down for like 4 or 5 hours and just like do monotonous editing. Like, I don't like that. I'd rather just do the fun stuff, right? The creative stuff. Does that make sense? I mean, but that's life. There's always going to be some work in life. I mean, I started out I was a cook at Chick-fil-A right out of high school, and then when I was in college, I was a bookseller and did like book things and cash register and a bunch of other jobs at Barnes & Noble. So I did some of these jobs that were like really, really hard. The cook at Chick-fil-A was like, it was a fun job. It was a very fun job, but it's you know, respect for the food industry. Being a cook is hard. Like, you just, like, I was so tired after all the time. But, you know, being up, walking around for 6-7 hours, cooking as fast as you can for hundreds and hundreds of people, right? Like, that's a lot. It's a lot. So, a lot of respect for those industries and the people that do that. But it was fun, because straight out of high school, I got to do a lot of these jobs that were, like, more, like, you know, they're really, really hard. So, like, now I appreciate being able to, like, make content, right? As what I do. Because, like, you know, having a job that's so much manual labor, and there's, like, different challenges. I wouldn't say, like, just everything's easy being a content creator. It's not necessarily true, right? Because, obviously, you guys want me to make content, and I'm relying on people to watch the content, right? To even make any money, right? With how YouTube works, right? And things like that. So, like, you know, it could be a little uncertain. You don't have a 9-to-5 job with content. You know this money is going to come, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's why I'm getting too deep. But thank you for your support. But again, there are differences, and I've seen them all now, right? Doing on all these different jobs I've done. And I did other jobs pre-high school too, right? I did like a mowing thing where I would mow people's lawns, and I did a painting thing for a while, and, you know, the more menial, like, stuff. But it's needed, right? That stuff is needed, right? And it's great to learn that when you're young, because then you know what hard work is like, feels like manual work, right? It's really, I feel like that's really important for us to know. Everyone should know. So, like, you know, if I have children later, which I'd like that, I would want to teach my kids good ethics on that kind of stuff. Thank you for the happy birthday! Appreciate it. Anyway, I am getting a little too deep into that, so we'll continue on sticking with LOTRO and fun birthday stuff today here. I have fond memories of 24 people burglar raids in Hella back in the day. That's awesome. Just all burglars. Oh, man. That's so funny. I love it. The legendary stuff. Which the LOTRO, you were not there at the beginning. That's all right. You're here now. That's what matters, right? How long have you folks been playing LOTRO when the first time? Yeah. So, I started playing LOTRO when I was really, really young. Like way pre-high school. I was really little. I was just learning how to use computers at the time. But that's when, like, I started playing LOTRO when it came out. And it was really fun. I just remember the whole world opening up and how, like, big LOTRO was, and, like, now it's so much huger and looks even so much better than it did then. But, like, I just remember it being so epic. And it was just so cool. I remember how cool that was. When I was little. And yeah, I still remember, I still hold on to those feelings when I play LOTRO. It's still like, oh, that's so cool. You know, the feelings of LOTRO. But yeah, it's been so long. Now, I took some breaks when I was, like, doing junior college and stuff. I definitely got on LOTRO. I'd get on, like, once every month or so to just do basic solo stuff. But I didn't do raiding. I wasn't really involved because I was really busy. I was doing orchestras and symphonies and choirs and classes, and I was working, you know, like, I wasn't doing a full-time content job where I could make videos of what we're doing, you know. Things like that. Big respect for all the old school players. Yeah, I know. And there were so many people that were so patient when I was, even though I'm like an old school player, I was so young at the time. I remember that people were, like, so kind to me. The LOTRO community was so nice. So, you know, I would say the LOTRO community built me up who I am. I give a lot of credit, obviously, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and of course my mom. My mom really was an awesome mom. She really built up my personality in a good way and really supported me. But LOTRO, I grew up in LOTRO, and people were so kind. I remember that people were like, they're like, oh, Zollin's here. Nobody say any bad words. Right? Because I was like the young kid in the group, and I was like really, like, I just remember that. It was so funny. I'd, like, join the raid in PvP in the Entomors. Be like a full 24-man raid, and we'd all be in voice, right? A lot of times it was Ventrilo back then. Was when I was learning how to use back then. But sometimes it would be the in-game voice raids for LOTRO. And I just remember people being like, all right, guys, Zollin's here. I know one of you, blah, 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 you're drunk. No bad words, man. Come on. I remember that with Alice. It was funny, man. I remember that. They were always so nice. I tried to write down before it didn't let you, huh? So there's been some glitches going on with the system. And Angus was talking to me about this, one of our viewers and one of my Patreons. He was saying he wasn't able to write, even though it said he was subscribed. So normally normally it's set up that if you're subscribed on YouTube, you should be able to chat. So the only reason I do that with the YouTube is because of the bots. The bots will come in and they'll drop a bunch of spam links. So if I make it where only subscribers can talk, and I basically turn it on to you can talk instantly. So if you're subscribed, you can instantly talk. There's not like a window you can make on like people wait. I didn't. That's stupid. I want anyone to be able to talk in the chat. The reason I do the subscriber only on YouTube is because it blocks the bots. The bots can't just come in and drop links and being annoying. So that's why I have it set up like that. But it's weird you say that, Exo, because Angus was also telling me the other day that he could not chat even though it said he was subbed. So I wonder if something on YouTube is glitching with that. Who knows? Sniz Zori says, I recently returned to the game, played from 2007-2018. It is so easy to come back when you have those precious lifetime accounts. Oh, yes. Don't get me started. Those things are awesome. Shopping spree in the LOTRO store. I know, just hold on to all your points until there's sales and buy everything you want. I almost got the lifetime myself back in the day when they did that. The reason I don't have it is because I was so young at the time. Obviously, I didn't have money. I was a small child. I understood enough at that young age that it was really special, the lifetime membership thing. And I remember telling my mom, I was like, hey, Mom, this is like really cool. Like, we should get this lifetime membership. I love this game. I've been playing it so much, you know. And she was like, oh, we just didn't have the money at the time. And, you know, that's normal. We've all been through that in our lives, right? We just really didn't have the money with stuff going on in our life. It was really close. And I remember my mom being like, don't worry, Zollin. She didn't call me Zollin, but she yells Zollin as she's trying to get my attention, though. Dude, sometimes it's just funny. But she said, don't worry, Zollin, I will pay for your subscription all the way through high school. Which, by the way, just like to point out, she completely honored that. She paid all the way through. Years for my subscription for LOTRO. But that's the reason we could not afford the lifetime at that time. Otherwise, I would have had it on my main account. But still, you know, it's kind of good because, honestly, I've been able to support the game the whole time anyway. I love the game, so I'm glad I've been able to support it in that way with a subscription. They'll never do that again because the game is doing great. And the bottom line is the reason they did that was to get them through a hard time back then, many years ago. But still, that's awesome you have one, man. Hang on to that account. That's so cool that you have a lifetime. Yeah, exactly. No, it's true, though. It's true. I mean, I'm really glad that people all bought those lifetimes because imagine if all those people hadn't committed and paid a lot. Because, you know, $200, it was $200 or $300 back then, right? 2007? That's like $600 today. If you think about it. If you do like the balancing of inflation, $500-600. It's a lot of money to put onto an MMO or a video game, right? All at once. And you know, if they hadn't done that, though, LOTRO might not have gone through that rough spot, right? And it wouldn't be able to grow into the game it is today with the community it is. So, good job to those who did that. And I was consistently paying a subscription to them still the whole time. But that was really good. KoH, happy birthday, Zollin! God bless. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate it. Starting to buy low. Well, hey, if you got a VIP, I mean, a lifetime, you should never feel guilty. That was great you supported him, and that's awesome you got that. Honestly, use your LOTRO points at things, and you can always buy the supporter packs, right? I feel like that's why they've been doing the supporter packs. It's like, it doesn't affect the game. It's not like we'll pay to win. It just gives you cool content that's all like cosmetic, right? So I guess if you want to like give them money now and you have a lifetime, probably the best way is to buy the supporter packs, right? Or buy the new expansions, right? The collector's editions. I mean, it's a good chunk of money. I'm surprised that the expansions are still the same price as they have been for like 8 years, 9 years. Like, it's very impressive to me. And the subscription is the same as it used to be. Because, like, I know for a fact from my friends that play WoW and my cousins, that the subscription price for WoW has gone up over the years. It's like I forget what it is. It's like $20 or something a month now. But LOTRO is still the same. It's still 15, and if you get the 3-month, it's only 10. So I think that's why they do the supporter packs. It's kind of their way of going, well, how do we bring in more money so we can do more projects on things and pay for things, but also not be like raising all our prices because of inflation, blah, 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 right? I think that's what the supporter packs are for, which is why I encourage the supporter packs. I bought all of the ones originally, and then they've been so kind that they've sent me some of them to review for you guys on the channel, which I greatly appreciate. But that's why I really do like the whole idea of the supporter packs, because it's like, it's a fun way for them to make money, but it's just cosmetic. That doesn't feel like people, you don't have to buy them, right? It's not like something like, oh, that's so convenient or so, you know, like pay to win that I have to buy it, right? You don't have to buy them. They're all cosmetic stuff. They're just cool, right? And I've been glad to see that they've been bringing some of them back again. I don't like the fact that they were like they do one and they just would never release it again. So recently, they actually, I think they have 4 out right now. I believe there's 4 you can get right now. You can look in the LOTRO store, but that's cool that they brought that back. Let's bring LOTRO back up. Let's do more storytelling. All right. Let's continue on. It's a fun little chat, everyone. We'll continue to chat, but I'm going to continue the story.
I have sought to put forth a brave face, but I have something to confess to you.
When I was captured by the Odaki some years ago and imprisoned in Exemdul, it was from Ashuru that they took me. Every step further west has become heavier and more difficult for me. I want no pity. I have agreed to come on this journey, and I will not allow this painful memory to prevent me from fulfilling my obligation to you. What would my brother Baharban say if I turned back now? Will you accompany me on the road south to Gadmin-Tun? And the conversation will draw my attention away from the memory of my capture and aid me as we near the location where I was seized by the Ordaka. All right. We can do that. Now, you guys all voted for me to do mainly the main story, so I will stick to the main story. He wants me to... Oh, wait. There's someone else I have to talk to? Oh, I forgot. I have to do their quests. So we need to do their quests. So what I'm going to do is one of their quests... Alright, so there's something in here. So we're going to go in here. We're going to place the torches, because this will be really quick. We could do the supplies real fast for that one guy's quest, just so I can get the reputation. There's a lot of bird sounds here. It's actually like a lot of bird sounds. Do you notice that? Excuse me. That was Let's see here. So we need to go in this tomb. All right. So we're just going to open these scary doors and walk in here. See what we can find. So I don't think we need to kill anything. We just need to get the supplies. So let's see if I can just run around and get the supplies real quick. Oh, we do need to kill these whites. All right. Now I wonder if we have the get rid of the... There's another quest in here too. I wonder... You know what? I have a feeling I should do that other quest, because I think there's something else we have to do in here. There's like these undead later that you have to like cleanse the area. There's a quest I don't have that makes me a little bit sus that I think I should have done something else before coming in here. Well, there's the supplies. Just didn't want to have to come in here a second time is why I'm saying this. Elbin! Birds! Yes, angry birds. Angry birds, Elbin. We're gonna go hunt some angry birds for chicken dinner. You gotta get your chicken dinner, guys. Or the turkey dinner. No, it's chicken dinner, right? That's what it is for PUBG, right? Chicken dinner. I never really was a PUBG player. I played a lot of Halo growing up. Like Halo 3 and Halo Reach were my big games, because I was a little young for Halo 1 and 2. I didn't really have an Xbox or anything yet. In fact, was Halo 1 even out when I was alive? I don't remember. But anyway, I was really young.
But I also played a lot of, you know what shooter I really loved that unfortunately died and was such a great game and I miss it still? It's called Cycle Frontier. Does anyone know what game that is? It was a great game. That game was awesome. It had a feel between like a shooter game like Call of Duty or PUBG and like and Halo. But it was one of those like extractor games, kind of like Apex is, where you'd like drop in and you like you fight people and other players and you like get resources and then get out. But the way they did it was just like better. And I think I have some old recordings of that game. I wonder if I could like post them just for fun on this channel. It's not really Lord of the Rings though. I try to stay themed. I do have a playlist called my Excursion playlist, which is like stuff that isn't like themed Lord of the Rings. Since I know I'm kind of a gaming channel too, obviously. But I do have that. I could stick, be a little fun, maybe flash from the past kind of thing. Just find old videos to show you guys. I could clip them and edit them into like a reel, Could be kind of fun. Fun little side idea. Thing is, I always have these ideas to do stuff like that, but then I realize I just don't have time to even like get my regular content done when I'm working 45, 50 hours a week on planning stuff and editing things. So, and then things like December, man, when we got all these holidays, like my birthday, precious. And then, of course, Christmas and New Year's and everything else. We will be day after tomorrow doing an event on the 31st in LOTRO here as a community event for the whole server. So if you'd like to join for that and you're here, you should definitely come hang out. We're on the server Glamdring, but even if you play on a different server, you could have an alt. We're just going to be in Breetown. So as long as you can get to Breetown with a low level, you can be there for the event. We're going to do a little parade around Bree and do a little something and do fireworks. That will be our event. And then we may do freeze tag at Freeze Tag Arena. I think it's going to, probably shouldn't be more than an hour and a half altogether. So I'm looking for the other supply crates. Unless, am I done? Oh, I'm done. We got them all. I can get out of here. I don't know why I'm still killing stuff. It's all right. I'm slaying evil. Oh, look at that. I actually finished a deed. All right. Well, that's why I was here. Wink, wink. I was finishing a deed, apparently. Well, that's awesome. I didn't know there was a deed in here. I could do other ones later. Yeah, I didn't have the one quest I had the other day in here. I have a feeling I'm going to be sent back here to, like, sing to the corpse. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, there's evil and you sing it away. They're doing, like, no damage to me. Honestly, I'm going to hide right here and see him and he will attack me. Because if I get a good group of them, I'll kill them for task items. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the party. Welcome to my birthday party, undead. There we go. Got a bunch of task items. All right. Well, we're done in there. Hopefully these watchmen deal with this guy. Deal with him. Baruch Khazad! Token of the Emerald Wood. It's a good one. They think there is a DPS one. This guy's asking if there's a DPS one. Yes, one of the other places gets a DPS one.
What did we do to deserve this?
Gosh, that poor lady sounds horrible.
The Jatsakori will persevere.
They have seen you have made it out of the crypt in one piece. The One Piece. Are we referencing anime now? And there were more supplies inside, as I suspect. It gladdens me that I did not send you into that horrible place for no reason. I will begin taking inventory of what you have gotten for us immediately. Thank you, Zollin. This guy is so serious. I cannot help but be curious about the people buried here. Are they unlike any Shingani I know? How long did they live? Why are there so many? And why are they in this place? Is it common in many cultures to include personal items when they lay their dead to rest? It is a bad luck to disturb the dead in their graves, but these poor souls are already disturbed, so might as well steal their stuff. Just kidding. If you would be willing to humor me, would you mind taking a look at some of the graves and examine their belongings? There are many graves to be found in the Naxxistel. To the north, Decker in the south, perhaps the items were buried. Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right. So I guess I could have done that first and then done the part of the chapter with the other one. So I need to do these other quests, though. All right, we'll do a little loop, and we'll get all these done real fast. Little loop. As I get a drink of water here. Oh, very good. That thing does a great job. My mom got this for my birthday. It's one of those really nice thermos. It's like the stainless steel inside with like the outside stays like pretty much room temperature, but the inside it's like frozen if you put ice or hot coffee. It'll stay hot. Works really good. Very. It's gonna be used in all my streams now because why did I turn my light off? There we go. Because it'll be very handy for keeping that ice cold for long streams like this. Sorry, just double checking no one needs me and my family. Oh look, there's a horse. There's a horse, of course. Okay, so we need to examine the graves in here. So we shall examine. Ow. Right, beat him up. Sorry, guys, I got quiet for a minute. I need to rest my voice a little bit. I've been talking pretty much for 3.5 hours straight, so zoning out a little bit there. You guys can watch my cool dwarf in full combat here. Battle axe slash to the king. So it says I have to do something in here. I'm confused that I haven't already seen the objective. Secrets of the Dead. Defeat. Oh, I'm supposed to defeat the special kind of white. All right. Oh, look, it's one of the cash chests for the deed. I found a third one today in this stream. Look at me! Me and my lucky finds. We're making a long-term deposit, guys. One of my favorite lines from The Hobbits. All right. So now it says examine the graves. Okay. All right, there's a grave. It's a grave goods. All right, examining. Examination complete. The person was buried with a collection of scrolls. The paper crumbling and unreadable. Well, I'm trying to voice things over, man. I feel like they're just not long enough on the screen. I wonder if I could turn up how long they sit on the screen. Is that an option? I've never even looked. In 18 years, I've never looked. Is that a chat option?
UI. I don't think so. I don't think that's an option. I don't think so. Someone's making me chuckle what they said in world chat. You guys are like, what? What did he say? And someone said you can break world chat with grammar. Oh, man. Yeah, that's funny. There's always someone ready to correct someone. It's the point. Honestly, all things considered, Lord of the Rings Online has a really, really nice community. Like, even our world chat. Like, you still get an occasional troll here and there, like any place, but it's not the same. I used to play WoW with my cousins, and all WoW players here, you guys all are like, yeah, we know, we're aware. There's definitely people that make it their living to cause troll problems. There's a troll in the dungeon. I just thought you'd like to know. In this case, it's the world chat. This person was buried with the jewelry. Didn't quite catch what it said. This person was buried with jewelry, and some of which of the Tamari make. Oh, okay. All right, last one. I tend to be the guy that's like, yeah, I think people should be able to talk about and chat whatever they want, freedom of speech, but I tend to think a lot of people talk about stuff in world chat just to troll people and cause problems. It's like, they're not really wanting, they're doing it to try to get people to react, which is why I tell people, just don't react. Just don't do it. Don't need to react. Just ignore it. That is the trick to life. If something's a little too much and you really don't need to get involved, just don't. It's a good bit of advice there. It's always good to stand up for something if you really feel like you need to, but a lot of times, if you double check yourself and think about it for a minute, you're like, maybe this person's just trying to get a reaction out of us, you know? That's definitely the case sometimes. The last one said, the person was buried with what looks like a board game. Pieces carved from stone. Cool. Maybe he was a chess player. Hey, Throwback Jay. Thank you for this subscribe on Prime. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. By the way, Andrew Carlisle, are you still here, man? Because I realized I didn't say something when he gave me member for 12 months. Happy birthday. Thank you, Andrew Carlisle. I'm trying to attack this guy to realize he's a normal watchman. Whoops. Also, Rick sent me happy birthday in Discord. Thanks, Rick. Riku, our officer commander. And Higgy Endurance sent me happy birthday too on Discord. Thanks, guys. I'm just getting messages on Discord from a bunch of people. Thanks, everybody. I thought this would be a fun, chill way to spend the day hanging out, doing a stream, and playing LOTRO while doing voiceovers. Because I find it very fun. Because you guys all know one of the goals of my channel is that you're having fun and I'm having fun. That's one of my goals. Making it chill, fun, Lord of the Rings content and enjoying ourselves. Just how I've always played the game, but now with friends. and boy, I'm great viewers here. All right, I need to go and turn so the main chapter needs to be done. So see, this is why I should have probably finished the main chapter more, because it's leading me to all the same spots. that I need to go before, so I actually have to do these ones. So they gave me 4 quests I have to do for the chapter to complete the chapter. I have to help do these quests, which I have them all right here. So I'm just gonna kind of run through and do all the quests on my log here. I know we were trying to stick to the main chapter, but now half of them are the main chapter, so we'll just do them all. Tasugi, is it true that this game has the world's biggest underground dungeon of any MMO? That's an interesting question, and is it true? Well, it depends on the definitions. So there is a very, very, very large underground dungeon area, but it's not really like all a dungeon as in like instance. So in Lord of the Rings Online, they call it instances. In like World of Warcraft, it's a dungeon, right? So it's where you go in, you fight a boss, you win, kill like that. There is not one that's like a full-on, the whole thing is like a run-through, and you like kill a boss at the end. But under the city of Umbar, there are catacombs. So this is the large area of Umbar, right? If I zoom in on the city, you have the city, right? Underneath the city, there's an entire underneath of the city. This entire area here. It's called Umbar Mosque. And if you consider this a dungeon, it is massive. Okay, so like if you ride, there are literally, these are stable masters to get you around. So these are all different areas within the dungeon, or the underground. So they're the catacombs. So if this is what someone was talking about when they told you that, I mean, yeah, probably the largest of any MMO. Probably, yeah. But it's not really... I wouldn't consider it a dungeon in the fact of it being like, you go in, you kill a bunch of mobs, and you kill a boss at the end to get loot. That's not really a thing here. There are areas where there are like bosses that you fight that are like open world, because this would be considered like open world still, right? It's not like an instanced area. So the answer to your question is, it's not as in like a dungeon you think of World of Warcraft or like any other MMO. But it is like a catacombs, and they're kind of like a dungeon. There's a lot of undead and a lot of monsters you fight throughout the whole area underground. So it is a dungeon in the term of the word, but not in maybe the mechanic of the MMO. Does that make sense? The Mines of Moria. Yeah, the Mines of Moria are massive. You consider the Mines of Moria. Again, so I would consider this area still part of the open world. Though technically you do need to finish something to get into it. But it's not like something you jump into and then you're finished, you jump out after you kill the boss. It's an open world, this area, and it is huge. They're all different sections. When you go around in here, you can like go around and look inside. These are all different massive sections underground. It is pretty impressive. There's actually some bosses too and stuff you fight in here for different dailies. So there are some bosses. So it's a little bit of a hit or miss. Though your question about Moria, Moria is massive. Moria also has a bunch of instances or dungeons that you can do, that you do dive into. But it is massive. I mean, it's huge. Each of these sections would take 10 minutes to walk across in game. It's a absolutely massive area. And if you consider it being dungeons, being underground, yes, I mean, Moria is freaking massive. There's probably no MMO that has an underground thing like that, right? But again, I don't know every MMO. The ones I'm familiar with, which are kind of the main ones, right? You know, WoW, Final Fantasy, things like that. And again, I don't know every battle of Final Fantasy. But I don't think Elbin is here in YouTube. Elbin, are there any massive underground areas that are dungeons in Final Fantasy? Because obviously I know you kind of like go into dimensions, right? With like the new train raid you were telling me about. There's a new raid in Final Fantasy. There's like this evil giant train that chases you. I was watching a video that Elbin gave me about it. But again, I'm no expert on Final Fantasy 14. But WoW I've played more of. So yeah, I'm pretty sure LOTR's probably got the largest underground locations. Like that feel like a dungeon, even though they're technically open world. Yeah, if you like open world dungeons, awesome. Well, another open world thing that we've got is in the new area down here. In Adam, this if you look behind this area right here, this is basically all an open world raid area. So you'll come down here, you'll see 24 mans killing giant boss monsters. It's pretty legit.
So yes, LOTRO, if you want, as in a big MMO and open world, LOTRO is like one of the biggest. I would say out of MMOs, it probably is the biggest open world MMO. Again, the other big ones that I would say are huge are WoW, Final Fantasy XIV. They have very large worlds. But as an actual physical size of traveling with measurement with your character moving around, LOTRO's the biggest. Some people argue that's a bad thing. I don't. I think it's cool because you can get around very easily in LOTRO if you know how to, just using Stable Masters. It's not that hard. But I love it. I would always rather the world be bigger in any MMO. I think that's what people play MMOs for, is exploring a world, right? That's why people have all played all of these. LOTRO, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, and everything else. Like, exploring the world is like what's cool. Alright, so I need to defeat the whites in here. But yeah. Decory, hello my friend, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. He's been here the whole time, I forgot. Yes, please, that would be great, guys. If you would follow, subscribe, or even hit the like button. If you want to hit the bell, you can. Apparently there's like a hype button on YouTube now or something. What does that even do? Does anyone even know? Has anyone studied that? I don't even know what that does yet. But apparently, is that something you have to like pay for, or can you just click it? How does that work? Like, I haven't even like looked into the hype button stuff. I should probably go watch a video and learn about it. Learn what it even means. I mean, the term hyping something up is kind of awesome. Like, I like the hype. I like that word. But I don't know what that actually does on YouTube yet. But yes, thank you, Decory, for reminding everybody. It does help tremendously if you are enjoying yourself to like the stream, or like it as a video later if you're watching this as a VOD later. I appreciate that too. It really, really helps. The moment like the video doesn't get as many likes, I notice it stops getting promoted as much by the algorithm. It's just kind of how it works. I should be reading all these, huh? Let's see. This person was buried with fine wine bottles, now dusty and dry. This person was buried with weapons similar to those used by the Shigani today. This person was buried with wearing clothes interwoven with golds. What have a feeling these were like, are these like Numenorians? They're like the black Numenorians, we're gonna find out. Meaning they were evil. Basically traitors to Numenor. This person was buried with the looks like an ornate dog collar. Maybe his favorite pet passed away with it? Maybe? That's always hard. Pets are, we love our pets so much. It's such a shame sometimes that like we outlive our pets so much, you know? I feel like, not that elves would think of people as pets, okay? But I feel like that would be the hardest thing if you were like a Numenorian or like an elf and like all your friends, they were humans, they're like, you know, passing away. The thing is though, if you were an elf and you knew some family really well that were humans, it would be kind of cool that you'd like get to know their children and then be their friends. And like, you could like help out their like descendants. I mean, that would be kind of cool, right? That's like a positive. As an elf, you could be like helping out the descendants. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I was best friends with your great-great-great-great-great-grandpa, and I've been good friends with all your grandpa since.
A camp
right?
of brigands lies nearby. Should we not encourage them to move elsewhere?
A camp of brigands lies to the east. Should we not encourage them to move elsewhere? That will make the road more safe for travelers. No, I am not seeking to delay our progress to westward. I'm concerned about the safety of the road. All right. Well, we can do that. We've actually gotten quite a lot done in this stream event today, my friends. It's been quite fun. Man, I feel like it's taken a while to get through. I'm gonna have to, okay. We're not gonna get through the full story, obviously, today. I'm not doing a 9-hour stream today. But I want to get through this main story, so I'll probably schedule another stream coming up this weekend in the new year. So what? New Year's is
Well, actually, the weekend is New Year's, right? So it's going to be... What day is New Year's? Where's my calendar? Thursday is the new... Okay, 31st, Wednesday. The new... Okay, the 1st. It's Thursday. Yeah, so this weekend. Yeah. So maybe this weekend I'll schedule another stream where we'll continue the story. It'll be part 5 of doing the Ironshield story here on Zollin. So just keep that in mind if you'd like to join for that. Either this weekend or this next week. You have discovered Zakur. I noticed they really like their Z names in Harad, which Zollin approves. Thought I had to pick up this little chest, but maybe I need to beat all these guys up and then it'll tell me to pick up the little chest. I did it on my lore master there this quest, so. Nope. It says I heard something out the back gate. I definitely, if I'm a completionist on any character in this game, it's Zollin. Wow, look at the view. Look at that view, you guys. And you can see the huge kingdom of Sejana, the gate kingdom there. That is a cool view at the sunrise. How cool is that? It's so cool. That's awesome.
Look who I found engaged in friendly conversation with the brigands.
With the brigands, Zollin. Zavadius is a ruffian himself, as Shanazim and Kashan believed.
Have you no mercy? I have given up the life of a brigand.
Of what use the treasure when ancient creatures of terrible power can drive you to madness with a thought? I cannot stay in this land. If you must kill me, then kill me, but I cannot stay.
All right, about to cast down his rusty blade. I'll pick it up.
We made little effort to disguise our talk of the Tharduth.
In Karampun, it is why I wonder what the Madashid overheard enough to terrible creatures to fill him with fear. I'm going home.
He picked up his toys and left, guys.
We would not have harmed him, but I blame Mash the Gal not for his escape.
May fear of the Thardul keep him from returning to banditry.
Banditry, what a word.
I am ready to resume our westward journey, Zollin. Meet me on the eastern side of the dry Uson River, west of here beyond the Kanakur.
All right, sir, we'll meet you there. So my friends, the chapter we are gonna have to complete. Why don't we ride right over to that village right there and turn in the shield quest? Remember that poor guy with his shield that we needed to turn in? And then I think what we're going to do today, my friends, is that I'm going to probably finish up here. We're almost at 4 hours in the stream, so we'll finish up for a few more minutes. And I'll finish up here today for the birthday stream. Thank you guys for your support, for hanging out. I think my family members and me were discussing going for an afternoon lunch, and I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna finish up here so we can go have our lunch. Oh, we have to defeat a bunch of these on the plains. All right, well, we see more of those thunder on the plains. We'll defeat them. But let's go turn this quest in before we finish up. If anyone's got some questions for me, let me know. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out for my birthday here today. Again, technically it's the 30th, but I really wanted to hang out and do a stream on the channel. So it was a good excuse to have fun and hang out. We will, I will be doing some stuff with my family tomorrow, so that's why I planned it like that. All right, this is the guy. We got you your shield, just like the turtle. Oh my gosh, that turtle is so big.
Old and dirty. Well, yes, I suppose it is. but it's filled with sentimental value and insects.
And insects. All right, there we go. We got him his shield back, and we got them and the turtle back. So, anyway, my friends, hope you guys have a great rest of your day in Middle-earth. It's a pretty cool new area, the Kingdoms of Harad. I'm really enjoying this. This was part 4 of the voiceover series and storytelling. Sub-party! Yeah! Oh, Daniel, thank you. DeWeiss Tiger showed up and just did a sub-party on Twitch. Hello, happy birthday. Thank you, Sticks. Thank you, DeWeiss Tiger. DeWeiss Tiger subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 4 more months. Thank you so much, DeWeiss Tiger. I appreciate it, my friends. First sub-party, it says. Nice, nice. Though, so DeWeiss Tiger has a little first on his thing, and actually that's a little simple saying you were one of my first subs on Twitch when I set it up as, that's what that means. That's pretty cool. Baruch Khazad, Happy New Year to all. Yes, Decory, absolutely. If you guys want to be here for our New Year's party in Bree, server Glamdring, we will be meeting at the same time as this stream started, day after tomorrow. And I have it already on the channel scheduled if you'd like to know ahead. And it should be fun. Have a good birthday. Thank you, EXO. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. Again, hope you all had a Merry Christmas for this. I hope you have a Happy New Year if I don't see you before the New Year's. And thank you so much
of my birthday presents.
Thank you guys for your super chats and nice comments and everything, and likes and subscribes on Prime and all that jazz. It means a lot. Appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next ones. Stay happy. And I'm at your service and your families as always. Baruch Khazad, Kuzad menu. Stay happy, guys. And again, I'm off. Go have a good rest of my birthday tomorrow. And you guys have a great day in Middle-earth. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching this on my birthday on the 30th, thanks so much too. Appreciate it. All right, see you guys. Stay happy. I will see you very, very soon in Middle-earth, whether it be in LOTRO or some other Lord of the Rings fashion. Cheers. See you soon. Oh, thanks to my Patreons. Martin for being a hero of Khazad-Dum, Elraandor for being his own company, and Red for being a royal guard. Appreciate that support as well. See you guys soon.